Everyone needs to be vigilant. Now H5 has arrived in our state.
It's very, very important now that we have received a positive result from South Australia that people are very aware that they can report any signs of bird life that is unwell or dead. They can do that through our hotline, 1800 675 888.
It's the third case nationally, with 2 already in WA. Agriculture Minister Julie Collins says state and federal authorities are working together.
At this stage, there is no evidence of any mass mortalities. There is also currently no evidence of infection in poultry or in our agricultural production system, and there continues to be a low risk to human health.
A coroner has ruled several government departments made significant errors leading up to the murder of a baby girl by her father. Henry Shepherdson jumped off the Whispering Wall in the Barossa in April 2021 while holding 9-month-old daughter Kobe. Both died from their injuries. He'd had his non-contact order varied that day, allowing him to take his daughter. In his findings, the acting Deputy State Coroner said he believed Kobe's death was preventable and pointed to failings by DCS, SAPOL and Serco, the private company in charge of the Adelaide Remand Centre. The opposition is using question time to probe the government on a spike in the underlying rate of inflation. The Consumer Price Index has slowed to 4% in the year to May, following the temporary reduction to the fuel excise. But once the lower excise is removed, core inflation rises. Shadow Treasurer Tim Wilson telling Parliament Labor is responsible for the increase.
Following the Treasurer's failed budget of broken promises and higher taxes, was the Treasurer's promise of inflation has turned the corner a further broken promise, or is it just due to economic incompetence?
The former Vice President of the Liberal Party, Tina McQueen, has died after a short illness. Ms McQueen recently quit the party to join One Nation. Liberals have offered their condolences to Ms McQueen's family, describing her as a larger-than-life character. Thousands of Cherry vehicles are being recalled due to a manufacturing defect. The brake pipe on Tiggo 8 Pro models built between 2023 and 26 could rub against the engine. That could cause the car's brake fluid to leak. Now turning to 5AA sport, and Port and the Crows have trained as selection is scrutinised ahead of Saturday night showdown. AFL executive Tom Harley insists he likes change and looking into new opportunities when it comes to fixturing. The league has faced backlash to the 4-fixture option proposed for when Tasmania enters the comp in 2028. At the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice as Portugal beat Uzbekistan 5-0. In today's other group stage results, Colombia beat Congo 1-0, Croatia were too good for Panama 1-0, while England and Ghana drew 0-0. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, got a crash causing quite solid delays at the moment at Salisbury East. That's on Main North Road near Clayson Road. Breakdown at Aldgate to look out for this afternoon. The freeway up track to the Bridgewater ramp. And North Adelaide, another bingle, O'Connell Street near Tin Street getting sorted. Slow going South Road through Glandore and Edwardstown with a camera today, Wright Road, Pasadena. It's end of financial year sale time at Carpet Court with big savings on carpet, hard flooring, window furnishings and rugs. Hurry, Carpet Court sale event ends soon. Exclusions apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota forklift advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Sunny this afternoon, mostly sunny tomorrow 17, the same on Friday, Saturday also 17. Right now it's 14 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, the death of a baby at the Whispering Wall was preventable. The coroner's scathing findings. Bird flu testing underway in South Australia. The major shake-up to your electricity bill. Free power, no solar required. And young gun Dan Curtin opens up on the competition for spots that's keeping the Crows on edge. 9 News. Your news. Nightly at 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
Stay informed, get involved. 5AA, always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Coming up, Darcy Byrne-Jones from Port Adelaide, 3 days out from showdown. Jimmy Bartell with his views on the AFL's criticism crackdown. Thunderbird star Elmarie Vanderberg into the grand final, and another showdown locker room double to give away.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Yeah, you're right. It's Showdown 60. Both teams have held their major training session. Crows have, well, a selection squeeze of available talent, and reporter asking who's the next man up because the cupboard looks a little bare. Timmy, welcome.
Hello, Stephen. You well?
Yeah, good.
It's Wednesday. You should be up and about.
You don't mind Wednesdays, middle of the week.
Yeah.
You can smell the weekend. You're a little bit of a sniff.
Yeah. Oh, I think you've got in the groove of Monday and Tuesday. You're in the groove, and now you almost. I think you said buy a car that's made on a Wednesday.
Correct.
Did you not?
It was always called. Ford used to say there's a Wednesday motor because Monday you're a bit jaded from the weekend, probably hungover.
Yeah, maybe.
Tuesday you get your iron, but it's a nothing day. Wednesday you're on song. Oh, you're on song.
It's just about.
Thursday, you're thinking about the weekend, so you might make a couple of mistakes with the nuts and bolts. Friday, you're not worth a burnt village pie.
Friday, do
not worth.
Actually, don't even
village pie.
Don't start the production line.
Don't even.
Don't even turn it on.
Well,
that's why Holden went broke.
Everybody's going to be watching the World Cup anyway.
Exactly right.
Everybody's going to be watching the World Cup anyway this Friday.
We don't build anything in Australia, let alone Wednesday, because we can't work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, I just made an appointment for Friday. I better change that.
If I have I've got to have Channel 7 up the front and Channel 9 up the back.
Okay.
And I booked it in on a Wednesday.
Well, productive day.
Well, because those professors get their eye in on Wednesday.
Cameras work better.
They get a bit jaded at the end.
Get your results quick.
Did they clean that thing before you?
All right.
All right. Come on.
No, but did you have one just recently?
Yeah, but all good.
17th of July, Channel 7 and Channel 9. Boom.
That's private.
Come on.
Do that noise you make.
No.
Yeah, that's the one. That's when they pull it out. Crows match sim report today. Worrell in the probables, or the A's we call them. Nick Murray, Cumming and Hinge in the 4x2s or the possibles. Butts finished session early, so he's no chance. McAndrew was managed. It's a bit of a side. I think it's one in, one out. Worrell has to come in. I feel sorry for Nick Murray. I loved his game last week. Here's Murray Davis on the healthy list.
No, we haven't had those guys all year, but we've been able to stay in the fight. That's the most important part. And you hope that when you get to the back end of the season, that pays you back in some way. We won't know till we get there, but history tells you when you get games into your whole playing list, and we always talk about that, it takes everyone on the list to be able to contribute, and we're seeing that at the moment.
If I had one, I had 10 people coming to complete windscreens that were Port people saying, mate, what are you doing? Are you serious? Right. 15 goals. I said, no, I said 10.
And then you upped it yesterday.
Well, I did. I did.
That's why they came in and said that.
And people, that's exactly why they did. They had a fair crack at me and they had every right to. There's no doubt about that. And people don't, in the media or out there with their mates, do that because they're worried about footy gods.
Karma
and all those things.
And you've never worried about that?
Never in my life. So a better way of wording it, and I said it to them, so I come back to those Port people, and it is now on here, 822 300 00. Do you think Crows today, with their list squeeze and where Port's at with their injuries and the whatnot, are a 10-goal better team? You can answer it anytime.
Me?
Right, do you think the Crows...
No, you won't win by 10.
I'm not making a statement.
You won't win by 10.
No. Are they a 10-goal better team?
Well, only the result proves that.
Well, we don't know the result, but I'm asking you. Right. This is what I was asking the Port people that happen to come in.
Yeah, you can ask that. But
and
I'm
most of them said, well, yes, they are.
I'm saying no.
Okay. 822 300 Are they a 10-goal better team? Port, McKinlay out, injured. Probably Ollie in. Zerk Thatcher in for Radaglia. Zerk Thatcher 8-0 Radaglia. Who's next soldier up? I was going through
which position?
Well, let's just look at this. Will Lorenz had 26 on the weekend, okay?
Will's been reasonably consistent in the sample as well, yes.
Well, but this is in the sample. This is form. Will Brodie had 29, 8 tackles, 11 clearances.
He actually played pretty well.
Mitch Sato, 2 goals.
Yes, he was active. He's a small forward. I still think he's Durden's position.
Yeah,
so
he
no spot
ain't
there.
getting that. Liddy didn't do enough. Jacob Weir had his 17. Who else is there? Dante Vicentini, Moraes.
Probably the bright light on the weekend for his development was Jacob Moss. He went into defence because Zerk Thatcher came out and probably had his best game all year. So a tall lad. He's probably in the mould of Harry Ram, but again, very young and under prepared just now.
So I said in the opener, tongue in cheek, is the cupboard bare? It's not. There's options.
Oh, yeah, they're all kids though, aren't
Is there an option for Todd Marshall?
Well, I think you could shape up. We spoke about it last week. We spoke about it last week, and that was getting somebody that would just compete at ground level and maybe making it.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to get reasonable weather, aren't we?
It's going to be really nice,
Timmy. Not going to be wet like the MCG rain that we got last week. But, yeah, I would have probably gone small last week.
Okay. Porch Chairman David Kosh from 5AA Brekkie, love his spots there. He was talking a little bit of PPT.
The Jack Lukosius injury doesn't look as though it's as bad as everyone first thought. There's a cyst which I'd never heard of, which had burst. So he is maybe a chance for this weekend.
There you go.
The Baker's cyst, they call it.
Baker's
Spoke
cyst.
to our boss. He reckons he's got 2. Fills them and can run with them. And so it's... and if he burst his, that means it could be dispersed already and he might be good. I've never experienced that my good self, so I can't really comment about how you recover.
Can't you get a good little fine needle in there and suck the thing out?
It's liquid,
But if you busted it, you busted it. It's already gone.
A bit like a hemorrhoid.
No.
When they bust, they bust.
Not at all.
Different.
Not at all, I wouldn't have thought.
That's what Doc Verrill said to me.
Yeah, well,
I said get up and in, like up and in, a bit like the netball shot.
The Baker's cyst is like a fluid ball which builds up in behind the knee, and if it's popped, it's empty.
It's gone. It's gone. No more you can do.
Professor Tuckwell.
Yeah, didn't you know?
You got to look it up.
Did you swallow it? Did you type in AI?
I'm no doctor, but I just looked it up.
Dr. I am Sam.
Don't believe everything you read on AI.
I didn't read it on AI.
It's crap. You be careful, mate.
Yeah.
Be careful. Ring Doc Verrill. He'll tell you. There are 4 AFL umpires per game, correct?
Currently, yes.
And they have a little clown on the side. That's the emergency. But he only comes on. Break glass in emergency.
Somebody up in the arc.
Yeah, but that's what's on the field. So if there's 9 games a week, that's 36 umpires because they don't double up. Because apparently the stress and the strain and the physicality of umpiring is enormous. It's equivalent to an AFL game from an AFL football. It's what we're being told. So my best bet here is with the talent pool, bit like an AFL list. The last 5, 6, 7, 8, really aren't up to it, are they? Really, we call them list cloggers.
I think we're actually stretching.
We are
at the moment.
So the umpires pool, in my eyes, there's a lot of list cloggers. And I'm saying maybe there's 5 good ones. 5 really, really good ones, and 4 you'd put in an umpire. So there's 10 list cloggers. So having said that, if they were to do this one thing, and I've been saying it for years, drop the numbers of umps to 3, there are no list cloggers. Here there are no buckled wheels. Here there are no clowns that just get it wrong because the quality is just pathetic at the moment.
We've spoken to Dean Margetts several times, who umpired for 20 years.
Yeah.
He's a big believer in 3, and 3 can work and should work, and it gives you the chance to keep that pathway happening and keeping quality
100%.
at the level.
And that's why we like Mr. Dean Margetts. However, Razor Ray is his name, umpired a lot of games for AFL and ripper fella and does call it as he sees it.
Explains things a lot well, I think.
But he got this one wrong.
So let's talk about the idea about reducing, going back to 3. So you take 10, you toddle them back, and we go back to 3 umpires. Just be aware that what you're saying is the top 8 of the top 12 umpires that currently hold that list together and have done for 20 years, they're gone. They can't umpire 3-umpire system. It is exponentially, physically harder than a 4. It busts you. They are 50 years of age, those blokes. They can't umpire a 3. So you're going to get rid of 10. 8 are going to fall over. They're out. You've got to go back to the best 8 that you had that you said weren't good enough. You're going to bring them back in. They're going to umpire in a 3-umpire system where they've got to now make 25% more free kicks because there's not 4 of them out there now. There's only 3. They're physically in a worse position than what they are in the 4. They're knackered. They're making more decisions from poorer positions that you're saying they can't make those decisions now. So reverting back to the 3 isn't the answer.
No, I've heard enough. Here's the thing. He's saying umpires be under duress. They'd have to run too far. Hands up if you're in your car driving home in your man cave or you're sitting there making tea, getting it prepared, you're with the kids, or like us, just sitting here chewing the fat that you just heard Razor Ray. And have you ever seen an umpire puff? Have you seen an umpire sweat? Have you seen an umpire gasping for air like an AFL player where they're just out? Have you ever seen an emergency umpire at 3/4 time after the game or during the game run out pickle juice? Have you ever seen an umpire with a sweatband lately and even wipe his brow with his arm? Answer me.
I think the bigger dispute on that, one, I do dispute it being physically taxing.
Give me a
2,
spell. No, but have you seen any of those things I've just said? I've never seen an umpire stuff. They're fitter than footballers.
And the bigger point in that is he keeps going, these guys are 50. Why are they still umpiring? Why are they still umpiring?
Are they the best we've got?
Well, I don't
they
care.
Are.
There comes a time and a place in everybody's life that you walk away from it. You know?
We don't have
timing is right.
We don't have 50-year-old umpires, do we?
He just said it. Some of them are 50.
Yeah.
No.
He just said it.
So the ones propping them up for the last 20 years
are
50.
So I'm going, why are you umpiring anyway? We've got to get a better system than this, and we've got to roll it through, and we've got to get the experience into those. And I understand.
No, I get all that.
But 3 is going to be far easier to manage than 4.
Ray said it's
taxing
exponentially.
And he said you can't go back to 3 because of that.
Oh.
And I challenge that because you're at best maintaining, a 50-metre radius?
Oh, God.
Now,
the day I see an umpire puff is the day that I go, yep, we need 4.
They run well and all the rest of it. I just don't agree with it. And there's 2 boundary umps now, which I think they understand. I think that's fair.
They work
I think that's
hard.
fair. I think that's fair.
Why don't we get 3 then?
But the Centrals, no. 2's fine. And they'll tell you that.
Geez.
They love running. They're normally runners, so they love the game.
Oh, God.
But no, that's gone too far, that one. I can't agree with you, Ray, on that one.
You can't.
No.
Anyway, have you say 822 300 Loving the World Cup. Boy, am I loving it. Great goals, high scoring, high class. It's only going to get better as 48 will drop to 32.
Into 16.
16 teams will drop out. God, I love it. Overnight, Portugal beat Uzbekistan 5-0.
Well,
what's his name? The one that loves looking at himself in the mirror?
Cristiano
Doesn't
Ronaldo.
pass? Ronaldo.
He's back.
Got himself a brace.
Ronaldo.
Panama and Croatia was 1-0 to Croatia.
I just can't help that.
I think England drew 0-0 with Ghana. That's not ideal.
I actually watched that. Gee, Ghana.
And I think they got
defending,
didn't they? They parked the bus.
Yeah.
They got Panama next, and Colombia and DR Congo. So how good's that? Love it.
They had a bus depot. There was that many buses down there. It was unbelievable.
Was there?
Oh,
Greyhound buses.
They were unreal.
They're good. Now the FIFA World Cup president. His name's Gianni Infantino. Okay.
Yep.
He has said that the FIFA World Cup, where the final game will be played in New York, in New Jersey, that Donald J. Trump will be presenting the cup.
Right.
Donald Trump. And I thought, well, wow, why would he do that? Well, the mayor of Qatar did it last time. Vladimir Putin's done it in 2018.
Yeah, well.
And I reckon that's what Donald's gone. He says, Vladimir done it. So yeah, he has. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put my hand up.
The only thing is that it's held in Canada and Mexico as well.
Yeah.
So wouldn't there be representatives from all 3?
Now, that's a good point. Here's Gianni.
Will the president be giving out the World Cup? We will be together with the president, enjoying the final and handing the trophy to the winner, of course, together. Together you'll be doing it? Of course, we are together all the time.
I mean, you're right. What about the Canadian or the Mexican? Why has he got put up above him? I hope this is what happens. It's very similar to the chairman of the FFA back in the day, Mr. Rowey.
Oh, Frank.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank fell off the stage.
Frank did, actually. That was a bit scary, actually, when that happened.
He took a tumble.
Yeah,
I think when the team ran up to get the toilet seat, he got shoved.
And, and
over he went.
Got to keep your feet.
Here's my suggestion. What about Prince Harry's wife? What's her name? The inserter. The inserter.
Meghan Markle.
The self-promoter.
Oh.
Well, she's got a foot in each camp. And
Is that
she's Canadian, who lives in America, who's married an Englishman who's actually a princess.
Yeah, right.
But hates I reckon she'd be good.
Okay.
She's an inserter.
Okay, nice. I got one for you. Well,
Who's yours?
I want to represent all 3 because I want Canada, I want Mexico.
Well, they're the
and I want
3
the
host
US.
cities,
Yeah.
so you've got to have someone that represents
exactly. So I was thinking from Mexico, perhaps.
Andale.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez.
From Canada, a Canadian Mountie policeman. You know,
they're very famous.
Because a Mountie will always get their man. Don't you worry about that.
They do.
Or a moose. And then Colonel Sanders from America.
Yeah.
Wow.
To represent the cup.
KFC.
Colonel Sanders, KFC,
Wow.
the Colonel himself.
Okay. Have you got a suggestion?
You know I'm not taking this seriously.
This is ridiculous. That's a new low.
Well, okay. Let's cut it down to 3. Donald Trump, Donald Duck, or Snoop Dogg?
Where have we ended up here?
I think we'll get better calls than that. 822-300-00. Who should present the FIFA World Cup?
And if we get worse calls than that, I don't know what we can shut the whole thing down. 23 minutes after 4 on this Wednesday. Well, 822-300-00 is our number next.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show. Get out of bed with Ned and Sam. That's 5AA Early Breakfast, live from 5 with Ned McHenry and Sam Dado. Thanks to Peppers, SA-developed truck strength cleaning products, keeping your logistics fleet clean. Search Peppers Truck Strength.
This doesn't sound like a conference. This doesn't sound like a work trip. And this doesn't sound like team building. Because conferences and events sound different with Discovery Events. With modern facilities, standout catering and accommodation in 2 premier locations in South Australia, Adelaide Hills and Victor Harbour. Sound great? Visit discoveryevents.com.au, your destination for premier venues in unique locations across Australia.
Jayco's end of financial year dealer stock clearance is now on. Save thousands on dealer stock across the Jayco range, but only until June 30th. For great deals from Australia's biggest manufacturer, visit Jayco Adelaide today.
Apparently New Yorkers hate Trumpy. They boo him.
Well,
they did the NBA Finals.
Yeah, they did the NBA Finals.
Isn't this his hometown? I'd hate to be booed in my hometown. Oh, why are you looking at me?
Well, it's a port game Saturday night. Just be careful.
Good luck. Hey, it's the best Beechwood home yet. The new multi-level Beechwood Beauty in Craigburn Farm is masterpiece of design, innovation and construction. It's inspired by the timeless glamour and style of Palm Springs in California. It's aptly named the Caliente. Now, we got a tour, blessed to do a tour. I could not have been any more impressed. And my Jodie's a bit like a, she's not a, but she did design, interior design. She's very good
exactly.
at it. She said, oh, my God, Stephen, this is amazing.
One of the best they've ever done.
She was that impressed.
And that's why they've called it the starlet of a home, perched on the high side of the road.
Not a Hartlet, a starlet.
Starlet, exactly. Endless possibilities and spaces for entertaining inside and out. Now, you can simply lounge around by the fireplace or in the beautiful summer, go by the pool and just enjoy it. Now, the Beechwood Caliente is a home designed for all generations.
Yep.
You will love it. Even it's got a feature of an elevator, a climate-controlled wine room. You're just going to love it. Every time you turn a corner, you go, how good's this? The team at Beechwood Homes have gone all out. They can't wait for you to see the Caliente. To view or book an appointment now, life's good, even better in a Beechwood home.
Hi, this is Mel at ECH. How can I help?
Oh, well, hi there, Mel. It's Jan here. I've just got a letter about support at home and, well, it's a little bit confusing.
Yes, it can be confusing, Jan. We get lots of questions about that. Let's go through it.
Well, I don't even know where to start.
That's okay. ECH has been doing this for more than 60 years. I can explain over the phone. Or even visit in person if that makes it easier.
If you have questions about what support at home means for you, ask ECH.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. To make way for new ranges, National Tiles end of financial year half price clearance is on now. Rush into National Tiles now and pay half price for hundreds of beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles, all with our exclusive lifetime guarantee. Yes, rush into National Tiles now for our famous half price annual clearance on beautiful National wall and floor clearance tiles. But you'll have to be quick, so rush into National Tiles or go online now and save. Conditions apply.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Toop and Toop has been named Australia's #1 large residential agency of the year at the Real Estate Institute of Australia National Awards. It's a proud moment and a reflection of more than 40 years helping South Australians buy and sell property with trusted advice, strategic expertise and exceptional results. As a family-owned agency, we're incredibly grateful to our clients and community for placing their trust in Toop and Toop since 1985. To learn more, visit toop.com.au.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
At 27 minutes after 4, taking your calls on 82230000. $50 Pals voucher up for grabs. We'll do that straight after we check traffic around Adelaide.
Heavy crashes looking out for this afternoon on the drive home. One at Collinswood getting sorted. North East Road near Nottage Terrace. Another one at Salisbury East, Main North Road near Clayson Road. Breakdown at Crayfus West to look out for. The freeway up track into these days ramp quite slow at the moment. South Road through Mile End, just near Featherfield Theatre. Camera, Chandler's Hill Road, Happy Valley. It's the final days of the Audi end of financial year sale event. Don't miss your your opportunity for exclusive price reductions on select models. Ends June 30 at your Audi dealer. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Okay, who presents the World Cup in America? I like Wojo. He's back on. Razor Ray's main beef back then was bouncing the ball.
Yeah,
neck and shoulder injuries. Fair enough. Now they're all puffed. I mean, honestly, it's not that hard a job.
I got one saying, too, Timmy, normal people can't retire at 50. I wasn't talking about retiring from the workforce. This is like, retiring from umpiring. That's all I'm saying. It's not about the workforce. I mean, I know, Sue, I'm 60. I'm still working. I still will be for a while.
We have to.
That's it, mate. Let's go to Ange. G'day, mate.
Ange.
G'day, boys. I've got something about the umpires. I've got something about the World Cup as well.
Ooh.
Okay, so we go to 3. We have a emergency umpire.
Yep.
Every quarter, they have a rest, they swap.
Rotate.
What's wrong with that?
I like an interchange for umpires. That's not silly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and also, the World Cup, boys, if we knew that Donald Trump was presenting, we would have match fixed it for Iran to win the World Cup.
That would perhaps cause a few issues in the
I'd be worried about safety for him. How would you secure an event like that with him to walk out onto that stage with the and most of the world will be watching?
I actually thought it was always just the president of the FIFA that presented the World Cup as such.
Well, Vladimir Putin's done it. We
but obviously
Googled it.
they do it with some dignitary of that country. But when you're sharing it, and I think, when we had the World Cup, we shared it with New Zealand. I think it's a difficult one to just pick one person, isn't it?
Well, especially when it's hosted by Canada, America, and Mexico, and they've just picked Donald. He'd have to come out in a airtight
like a Pope-mobile. Yeah,
wouldn't he?
That's not silly.
Isn't it a shame we live in a world where we're worried about that?
Yeah, well, they've had a couple of cracks, so it's not as if it's not real. So, understand that. But yes, I think back to those umpires. It's a long bow that Razor raised. But I think Ange's interchange system, if that's his concern, that could work.
Yeah, but what about consistency?
Well, they're not getting it now.
No,
are they?
So less.
But at least you only get 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it. No. I don't mind it at all.
It's still 4 perspectives.
I'd do it at the stroke of a pen. I'd do that if I was Mr. Swan.
Give us your solutions for umpiring because Razor says no go to the 3 umpire system. 8223 0000 is our number. Darcy Byrne-Jones from Port Adelaide after the 4:30 headlines.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the news headlines. South Australia has detected its first case of H5 bird flu. The infected kestrel was found at Port Elliot. Promoters of the multi-million-dollar opera Aida, set to be staged at Adelaide Oval next year, have pulled the plug on the production. Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates fame is recovering from a kidney transplant. And in sport, Cristiano Ronaldo has become the first player to score in 6 consecutive World Cups. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Heavy crashes looking out for this afternoon on the drive home. One at Collinswood getting sorted. North East Road near Nottage Terrace. Another one at Salisbury East. Main North Road near Clayson Road. Breakdown at Crayfus West to look out for. The freeway uptrack in the Bees Days ramp quite slow at the moment. South Road through Mile End, just near Theberton Theatre. Camera Chandler's Hill Road, Happy Valley. It's the final days of the Audi end of financial year sale event. Don't miss your opportunity for exclusive price reductions on select models. Ends June 30 at your Audi dealer. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 7 tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow 17. Right now it's 14 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
The threat of bird flu. David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
We're going to check in with personnel. The Chief Veterinary Officer is Dr. Sky Fruin.
5AA Breakfast.
We need to get the birds in, obviously, to the lab, which is happening as I speak. They've obviously been found dead.
Adelaide leading breakfast show.
This particular strain has been spreading around the world for 5 or 6 years now, so we're really the only continent left on Earth that hasn't had it.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Confidence. You'll find it in a well-fitted suit from Peter Shearer. And right now,
You'll get all that confidence at a fraction of the price. With up to 70% off a huge range of suits, sport coats and business shirts. The Peter Shearer mid-year sale is on now at all 4 stores and online. Be fitted with confidence and a 70% saving only at Peter Shearer while stocks last. Not in conjunction with any other offer.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you can rely on Red Spot to get you there. We're the all-Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia, with a new fleet and plenty of hybrid options too. Experience the exceptional service that earned us Product Review's 2026 Car Hire Service of the Year. Book direct and save now at redspot.com.au today, or call 1300 66 8810.
Red Spot.
Some of SA's great success stories started in a little backyard shed, and Olympic Industries is one of them.
Yeah, spot on. What started as a South Australian business is now one of the state's leading names in sheds, garages and outdoor storage, built for Australian conditions and built to last.
Great company, great people. For decades, they've been helping SA, South Australians, create practical, durable spaces at home, whether it's for work, storage or functional outdoor area. And right now, there's a sale across their entire range. So if your backyard needs a bit of a upgrade, now's the time to act.
It's a genuine sale, don't worry, and they only do it this time of year. So with a wide range of designs and options, you can create a space that works for you for now and into the future. Visit one of Olympic Industries' inspiration centres, and that's what they are, at Para Hills, Paraka, Clarence Gardens or Old Ranella, or head to olympicindustries.com.au. Olympic Industries, built to last.
Hi, I'm Nick Chigwin from Physio Extra. We have 7 clinics across Adelaide and Victor Harbour. We've been advertising with FIVEAA for probably 6 or 7 years now, and certainly wouldn't have been involved for that long if I didn't feel that we were getting good results from it, and a great way to build our brand and get our Physio Extra name out around the listeners of Adelaide.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit FIVEAA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link for more information.
Booking.com is the easiest way from an endless checkout line to a late check-in. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
I think pressure's a privilege. I think being in that position, I'm very fortunate to be in, especially considering the start of my year. But yeah, knowing we've got such great list depth, it's definitely a privilege to have, and definitely makes me feel the need to perform every week.
Dan Curtin entering Showdown 60. That's all thanks to 9 News. It's going to be a massive game on Saturday. If you'd like to get along to the FIVEAA locker room to watch Showdown 60, we have tickets to win very, very soon. So stay tuned, stay close to your radio, stay close to your phone. FIVEAA locker room tickets to the Showdown on the FIVEAA Sports Show to win. Jimmy Bartell's going to join us at 5 o'clock, but let's get to our next guest.
Well, it's Showdown 60 this Saturday night. Port Adelaide taking on the Adelaide Crows. The Adelaide Crows in the lead by 3 at the moment. We'll see if we can pin one back all the way with DBJ. Darcy Byrne-Jones, welcome.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
I was thinking about making that banner up for you to run through all the way with DBJ. What do you reckon?
Yeah, be all right, I guess. I don't know how much love it get, but...
Hey, but you moved back to defence. What's it like second time around?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Enjoying the challenge of it, and obviously there's not too many faces still there. Probably Aaliyah and Faz are the only 2 that I've sort of played down back with previously. So I'm enjoying, playing with those newer guys and those younger guys, and trying to make them get better as well as play some good footy myself.
Yeah, it was a bit of carnage on that third quarter, though, mate, wasn't it? Geez, players going down everywhere.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't too nice to see that, obviously. And, the news that Luco's okay is a positive one, but for the other 2 boys, disappointing. And to see Estava, sort of in, considerable pain wasn't too nice, I guess.
What about training today, the main session? How does Lukosius look? Is he half a chance of playing? And what about Kane Farrell, another one that is a familiar face down back for you?
Yeah, we're training tonight, so we'll find out more then, obviously. But I think all signs are pretty good for Luco to be okay. All going well tonight, and Faz, potentially might still be a week or two off.
Darcy, 6 goals, 16 last week. Your conversions for most of the year have hurt you. After half-time, you only kicked 9 points. What did the review tell you, and how quick a fix is it?
Yeah, it's probably a combination of a few things, Rowey. Getting shots from the boundary 45, 50 metres out is never probably going to bode too well for your goal kicking, and we'll go to work on trying to get shots closer to goal to make it easier for our forwards to kick goals, and some of that's the way we structured up, and some of the movement patterns, and some of the skill areas going inside 50 were hard to sort of rectify.
Is it your goal or your plan or your game style to kick over 100 points, or is it first just to keep sides under 75 points and defend? Because you can tick the bottom box with defence, and I guess your coaches are wanting to grow out from that.
Yeah, look, I think being strong defensively sort of has kept us in games for most of the year, and we've set up pretty strongly behind the ball, and our forwards have been good at putting pressure on. But there is a balancing act of doing all those things and still being able to kick a score that can win you a game. So yes, that's something that you continue to tinker with and work on throughout the year, and finding the balance of being attacking and being strong in behind defensively as well. So. It's not by design that we're not kicking big scores, but it's definitely something we need to work on.
Yeah, showdown 60, if you look at that, I've got a relatively amount of confidence you can restrict the Crows, because your team defence has been terrific, and you back six has been superb, although Radagalia's out. But I don't have as much confidence that you could kick 100 points, and the Crows are kicking over 100 points, so you might need to kick that to win. It's going to be a tough one, DBJ, isn't it, showdown 60?
Yeah, I mean, they're in good form, aren't they? And they've got a strong side. But, as we showed earlier in the year, we can certainly match it with them. And I'm confident that if we bring our best footy, we're certainly going to be around the mark. And, our intention is to definitely go out and challenge them and win the game. And, we've seen in the past that, no matter how each team is going, that showdowns can throw up strange results and results that people don't expect. So, we're confident that if we play our best footy, that we can win.
When the team's not winning, Darcy, I think one of the fears is losing the energy and the focus. How do you keep this young group focused on, the very next challenge in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is a challenge to keep guys sort of motivated, and the sun goes down at 5 o'clock, and it can be a little bit depressing if you're not winning games of footy. So we've just got to keep the energy high, and as an experienced player and someone that's gone through the ups and downs of AFL footy, making sure that the energy's high and guys remain positive and keep getting better, and we're confident that the results can turn around, and we've been sort of around the mark for most of the year with results that sort of haven't gone our way. So we've just got to stick to task, stay positive, and trust that the results will turn.
A couple of things that looked okay on the weekend. I thought, firstly, Jack Lukosius on a wing, he was flying before he got hurt, and Jack Whitlock, perhaps not doing the second ruck work, looked like he had a bit more energy and was up and about in the forward line and kicking a couple. Yeah, I mean,
I'm confident that Luko can provide us something that we haven't had for the year with his long kicking on the wing, and we saw that in the first half that he was playing some good footy. So hopefully he can get himself right for the back half of the year and give us something that we haven't had. And yeah, I think Jack's certainly a very talented guy. He's still young. You look at his body and he's still pretty raw. So potentially not doing that ruck work gave him a little bit more energy, and I think he's getting better every week, and he's an exciting player for us.
And what about Dawson? His last month's been quite special. You'll obviously have a plan for their skipper?
Yes, we will. We will have a plan. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But, yeah, he's been unreal, hasn't he? So we're going to have to do our best to quell his influence for sure.
Yeah, and those three smalls, a lot of people are talking about the Crows' three tools, but, gee, Rochelli's had a good month. Alex Steele-Bullen just gets up and down the ground. Keys, although spasmodic, he's a dangerous player. Then there's Taylor and Saligo's there. Their smalls going to keep you guys busy, DBJ?
They are. They run hard, those boys, so they'll keep us on our toes for sure. we're going to have to do our best to slow them down, and then at the same time we're going to have to punch back the other way because you've got to try and make them as accountable as they have to be, so that they can't just do their own thing. So we're going to have our work cut out, for sure.
Hey, Das, you've been playing a long time now. Favourite showdown? You would have had, well, you've played a lot of them. Have you got a favourite?
Yes, Stevie Motlop.
Yeah, what a night that was. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
I mean, take us through the emotions of that one, because I reckon they'd scored a goal just before that to put them in front, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was probably my 6th showdown, and I hadn't won one yet, and I was really, really eager to win one, obviously, and we choked about a 3-goal lead with 3 minutes to go, and the Crows got in front, and I thought, oh, not again, and then a bit of luck, the ball bounced our way, Stevie Motlop kicked a goal, and we enjoyed the win afterwards, which was good. That's definitely a memorable one for me.
Oh, absolutely. I think the only thing that might steal that moment for you, mate, was your late soccer against Hawthorn that went through. That was still one of the most amazing finishes to a game I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's the one moment in my career that sort of pops up when people talk to me. So that is definitely a memorable one. And you go through your career. I think I've been here for 13 years now, and so those little moments and those close wins that really stick with you.
Well, I think very apt now that we're in the World Cup that goal comes back as a memory. So I think Mitch Georgiades tried to do it on the weekend too. He lobbed one out beautifully off the deck, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He kicked one off the ground a bit straighter than he does when he kicks a drop punt. So.
Mate, get him back on track. Hey, look, all the best in Showdown 60, mate. Thanks for your time, and let's have like you just said, one of those unexpected wins.
Yep, for sure. Thanks, boys.
That's Darcy Byrne-Jones, our guest, playing back in defence after spending some time forward to help out the young backline of Port Adelaide, our guest.
It is going to be a tough challenge on Saturday. Who wants to get along?
Timmy G.
Time to call in 8223 0055 for FIVEAA Locker Room double pass for Showdown 60 on Saturday night. They are the best seats in the house. There's a 5-hour drinks package. There is footy fare from Villies. There's desserts. There's pre-game feed, and you've got full access and look into the Port Adelaide change rooms. What an absolute delight that would be. Call in, play part. It's 15 to 5. Here's traffic.
A few collisions getting cleaned up at the moment. One at Collinswood, North East Road near Nottage Terrace. Another one at Salisbury East, Main North Road near Clayson Road. Breakdown at Crafers West to look out for all the freeway up track to the Mees Days ramp, and pretty slow as we speak, Unley Road at the Green Hill Road intersection. Cameras tonight, Commercial Road, Seaford, and Hillier Road at Brunello. Don't just get your tax done, get your backyard done with Australian Outdoor Living's EOFY sale. It's final days. Don't miss out. Visit australianoutdoorliving.com.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show. He's one of the most decorated AFL players in recent history.
Bartel.
Catch Cats Premiership legend Jimmy Bartel talking footy each week with Rowey and Timmy G. Thanks to Statesman Windows, Adelaide's most trusted boutique window company. SA family owned and operated since 1980.
A full bottle of LPG? That's useful. 2 bottles? Even more useful. Your first 2 bottles of LPG for $79 each with delivery from Origin? That's all kinds of useful. Sign up by 30 September, only in selected areas. Equipment fee and T's and C's apply.
Not every conversation stays with you. This one will. Join Stephen Bartlett as he asks the questions and nothing is left unsaid. Search The Diary of a CEO wherever you get your podcasts.
Stuff it, Barry. We're going to Liechtenstein.
With first month storage for just $1 at Storage King, Bev and Barry can finally go travel.
Hold on tight, Barry!
Stuff it. Live more. Visit Storage King today. Conditions apply.
You've been the carer, the advocate, the constant, and you've done it out of pure love. But choosing specialist accommodation for your loved one isn't stepping back. It's one of the bravest things you'll ever do. Para Ability Community Care provides disability accommodation where every person is genuinely known, supported and cared for. We improve lives, and with our pack, you can go back to being the most important thing, the loving family member. Experience our kindness and connection. Visit ourpack.com.au.
Huge tax time deals now at Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Save up to 30% on Windows 11 computers. All the big brands, HP, Asus, Acer and Lenovo and more. Save up to 20% on cameras and big brand mobiles. Save up to 25% on connected security and monitors. Save up to 30% on headphones. And save up to 40% on Logitech accessories. More tax time deals in store and online. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance on now. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Step into augmented games at Illuminate Adelaide, an exhilarating lineup of 8 multiplayer games where you are the controller. Created by Moment Factory and taking over Adelaide Showgrounds this school holidays, Augmented Games transforms the Ridley Centre into an immersive, tech-powered play zone filled with digital games for the player in all of us. Book now at illuminateadelaide.com. Running exclusively from the 26th of June to the 19th of July. Presented by RAA.
As a South Aussie-based not-for-profit health insurer, Health Partners isn't just your health partner. We're your tooth-checking partner, hammy-stretching partner, chart-squinting partner. We're your bone-mending, script-filling, arch-lifting, giving, salad-suggesting, generous limit-giving, member-supporting, SA-loving partner. So for great value health cover, there's no better partner in health than Health Partners. Health insurance made human.
Built like a brick house. Basic Trailers are your best mate for any load. Use the code 5AA to pay only $1 for rego on purchase of your new trailer. True blue deal at Paraka. Basic Trailers. Basically, better.
Hi, Brennan here for Mawson Lakes Mazda with another great reason to get behind the wheel of a new Mazda. Right now, we're clearing stock with end of financial year deals. You'll get unbelievable prices on all makes, models and colours, plus low-K demos. We're talking immediate delivery on all new and demo vehicles right now with end of financial year deals at Mawson Lakes Mazda. No gimmicks, just great deals and the best customer support for you and your shiny new Mazda. Mawson Lakes Mazda, Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
At 10 minutes to 5, Jimmy Bartell to join us after 5 o'clock, and we're still taking your calls on 8223 0000. But right now, we're giving you a chance to win Showdown tickets.
Timmy G.
Oi. Oi, you beauty. 5AA locker room tickets for Showdown 60. It's a cracking prize. Now, when we ask this question, we always like nearest the pin without going over. And tonight's question is actually a percentage. So a little bit different. It's almost nearest the percentage. So let's go to Athelston, speak to Jacob. Hello, Jacob.
How you going?
Your question is, and it's nearest the number without going over. Darcy Byrne-Jones, who we just interviewed, he's played in 19 showdowns. What percentage of his disposals in those showdowns have been kicks? Now, it's between 50% and 100%. There you go, Jacob.
I'll go with 72%.
72%. Thank you, Jacob. Let's go, Andrew.
63.
63 for Andrew. Let's go, Sue.
69.
69%. Let's go, Kelly.
55.
55%. Thank you, Kelly. And Christine.
Oh, geez. 73.
73%. Okay. Nearest the pin without going over, the answer was 65%. And Andrew said 63%. Congratulations, Andrew. You are the winner. There you go. Boom, music and buttons.
Hang on.
Contentious.
We've got a
contentious.
I think didn't Kelly say 65?
55. Kelly said 55.
I thought she said 65.
I thought
Our producer said 65 too.
Really?
I reckon she said 65.
Kelly might have
hang on a minute.
Hang on, everyone.
Here's the other problem. Kelly's just dropped off the line.
Okay, well, let's just pause.
Let's go
We're
back
going to have to pause here.
Go back and listen and see, because I wrote down 55.
Blake's going to go to the producer booth and cut this up for us, and we'll play it.
Well,
and then
Kelly could be the
Andrew,
winner.
hang in there.
So hang in there. I've got a showdown 60 stat. So we'll do that, then we'll come back with the eventual winner. It will probably be Kelly.
I might have to get new ears.
Timmy, switch them on. What did Jack used to say?
But if I'm right, what happens then?
Have you got bricks for ears?
Yeah.
Well, if you're right, I would play.
Yeah. Chelsea Dagger.
Chelsea Jagger.
You get that ready.
Get your stat. Blake's going to go to work.
Right.
We'll get the arc in action.
As we know, the Power are 1 in 5. 1 wins, 5 losses in games decided by 1 to 10 points this season. I think they're 3 points or less. Now think about that as I go to this stat. Think about that. Think about that. That's one extra goal that you needed to kick.
That's true.
Crows have recorded a shot on goal accuracy of 51% this year, ranked number 1. They're the best. So when they have a shot at goal, whether it's field, set shot, they get 51% of them straight through the middle. That's the best. It's a lot lower than you thought it would be, wouldn't you?
A lot lower than I thought.
They're number 1. They are number 1 last year as well. Port Adelaide, on the other hand, have a shot at goal accuracy of 43.2%, the second lowest in the league, 17th.
I knew we were 17th in accuracy.
So think about
Campo
this.
told us Monday.
Think about this. Last week you kicked 6 goals, 16,
Yeah, it was
9 points after half-time, not 1 goal. Think about the goals that you do miss that you should kick. You've only got to kick 1 more goal a game, and you would have changed that stat around. So the difference, and here's the big kicker, 51% is the Crows the best. Port at 43.2%. Stay with me. That's only 7.8%.
That's a lot.
That's less than 10%. So for every 10
games,
it's a lot in accuracy, isn't it?
No, but in every 10 shots you have at goal, you've only got to kick 1 more.
Yep.
Now surely you can do that
to get that up. Yeah.
But see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It's not a lot. I thought that would have been a massive, like 30% or 25%. But no, it's only 7.8. I'm just giving you a positive. I'm throwing you a bouquet.
Thank you.
Yeah,
just giving you some hope.
RAA stats.
Let's give the quiz people hope.
All right.
Who
So
won?
the audio is in. Let's listen in. Oh, hang on. Here it is.
Let's go, Kelly.
55.
There you go.
She has said 55. The winner is Andrew.
Chelsea Dagger.
And me.
Chelsea Dagger.
Andrew, you and I won, mate.
Andrew, you're
Thank
on,
you.
buddy.
I look forward to it.
Andrew, have you ever been?
I have not been before, no.
Oh, that's going to be
Jeez,
awesome,
we
mate.
nearly robbed you, Andrew. We nearly gave it to Kelly.
They tried their best to take it off me and you, Andrew. They really did. But I just thought, I stuck me heels in. I said, no way.
Well done.
Hey, Andrew, Crows, are you Crow or Port?
Power, mate.
Okay.
Good man, good man.
Giving yourself a chance, Andy?
Hey, 50-50. As soon as that ball's bounced, mate, you don't know what's going to happen.
Andrew, give me a spell.
Good on
you
Andrew.
Seriously don't think
He's
it's
digging
50-50,
deep.
do you?
He's going to go in
Andrew,
there.
do you?
I certainly do. I certainly do.
He's going to go in that 5AA locker room. He's going to give it his 100%.
Hang on, one more.
Don't you worry.
How many goals better a team of Crows right now?
2.
Love your work.
Hey, and you go and enjoy a great night, mate. Thanks to the 5AA locker room. If you want tickets, you got to go to portadelaidefc.com.au.
Well, they're going to win by 2 goals then. He could have said they're not a better team. I had another stat here.
Oh, no.
With Port.
Yeah.
You're going crazy.
Oh, they hand these things out.
Oh, is that
I very rarely read them, but I thought, well, you know what? I'll give this one a read.
No, there's some good info on there.
56.6% of Port Adelaide's goals have come from marks, the highest rate of any team.
And that was, you'll notice very
By
early
design.
on, remember they were having they were having a lot of marks inside 50, they were having a lot of shots, albeit some of them a bit deeper, but that stat meant that they changed their game plan and they were doing well. I think that's dropped off. I really do think. I know that's still a good number, but I think it's weighted earlier in the season, and especially the last week, that wasn't anywhere near that.
So in play, you're 18th.
Yeah, that's right. We don't get enough dirty ball as well.
No.
Or players running
someone
through into
snapping
50.
it, or someone crumming and goaling, a Watson
or
clever goal,
a link up,
a link up
into,
handball, and Dawson crosses 50 and just puts it straight through post height.
Correct. All those things are missing.
They're missing.
But that one stat about getting inside and having shots, that's good. Just need it deeper and more accurate.
Here's the last one before we go to a break.
Oh, no.
The Crows have won 6 of the last 7 showdowns against Port.
That is a bad stat.
By an average winning margin of 35 points.
Wow, that's bad.
Well, it's only half what I think it is.
Yeah, well, that's why I think you're very, very bold in your predictions.
Did you know that they'd won 6 of the last 7?
Yeah, unfortunately I have.
I think it's compounded for Timmy more than anyone.
Yeah.
Did you know that stat, serious?
Well, I've been doing them, haven't I? I've been calling them.
You're Rain Man.
See, once upon a time, before I did this show, I never did showdowns.
Didn't you?
Don't you remember that?
No.
I never called a showdown.
Didn't you?
No, I wasn't allowed to.
Think they're you know what they are for me? They're a tad overrated. I'll tell you why. No, there's too much on it. No, you're emotionally invested that you don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You just don't.
Oh, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, I know you don't.
I do not
When
enjoy
Port lose, you don't talk for the next 15 hours.
But even if you've won, it's still... It's a stress. It's a stress ball that you don't need.
Yeah, correct.
I'll give Bianca the last say before the news. She says, "Hey guys, love your show, but Rowey, you got to stop giving Port Adelaide ammunition to beat us. Please stop."
Love you, Bianca.
There's no such thing as ammunition to an opposition. When they're not good enough, Bianca, they're simply not good enough.
He's just tossed the chum bucket over the edge of the boat, I reckon. Time for the 5 o'clock news. Jimmy Bartell next.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Outdoor living is part of the Australian way of life. A quiet coffee in the morning or a backyard barbecue with friends on the weekend. Alpha Industries helps create those spaces to relax and entertain with fully welded verandas, carports, sheds and studios designed to suit your home. From modern curved styles to classic heritage gables, everything is custom built using genuine Australian blue scope steel for strength and durability. Explore the range and ask for a quote today at alphaindustries.com.au.
Life happens fast. That's why Bendigo Bank is bigger for making it easy to open an account in minutes right from your phone. Find us in the App Store today. Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Eligibility criteria, terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Mel at ECH. How can I help?
Oh, well, hi there, Mel. It's Jan here. I've just got a letter about support at home and, well, it's a little bit confusing.
Yes, it can be confusing, Jan. We get lots of questions about that. Let's go through it.
Well, I don't even know where to start.
That's okay. ECH has been doing this for more than 60 years. I can explain over the phone or even visit in person if that makes it easier.
If you have questions about what support at home means for you, ask ECH.
Much on this weekend? How about a quick trip to Amsterdam? Dig into cones of Belgian fries topped with mayo, mini Dutch pancakes and indulgent Biscoff milkshakes. Stock up on authentic Dutch products, market-fresh produce and irresistible Dutch cakes made from scratch daily. Take a leisurely stroll past the windmill, admire the tulips and the Delft Blue. Visit Amsterdam this weekend at the Dutch Pantry. OG Road, Clemzig, open 7 days. Just look for the big windmill.
Hello, this is Curbstone Motors. Yes, I did know EFS is on at Hyundai. No, I didn't know you can get the i30 sedan on sale from just $29,990 drive away. Yeah, but do they have balloons?
Enjoy great deals without the gimmicks at Hyundai EFS. On now at participating Hyundai dealers. T's and C's and exclusions at hyundai.com.au.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 7 tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow, 17. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. South Australia has detected its first case of H5 bird flu. The infected kestrel was found on Knight's Beach at Port Elliot. Premier Peter Malinauskas says it's not connected to 2 bird flu cases in WA.
This is a migratory bird. This is not a contamination or infection that has come from Western Australia to South Australia. Rather, it is a migratory bird that has come from the Antarctica or sub-Antarctic region and then come into South Australia. That happens from time to time with these giant petal species.
There have been no detections in commercial poultry flocks, captive birds or other birds in South Australia at this stage. 2 birds picked up at Fowler's Bay on the state's west coast earlier this week have tested negative. Anyone that comes across sick or dead birds or marine mammals is asked to report it to the Emergency Animal Disease Hotline on 1800 675 888. A multi-million-dollar opera set to be staged at Adelaide Oval is not going to happen. Aida was originally pushed back from this year to the 2027 Adelaide Festival. Now, promoters have pulled the pin on the Italian production. They say ticket sales is not the issue. It's not economically viable to bring the show to Australia in the wake of the problems in the Middle East. A coroner has found a series of failures by government agencies contributed to the death of a baby girl at the hands of her father. More from Kendall Brettick.
An inquest has been held into the death of 9-month-old Kobe Shepherdson, who was murdered by her father Henry in April 2021 when he jumped off the Barossa's Whispering Wall while holding her. It happened on the day he had his non-contact order varied to allow him contact with her after being released from jail for domestic abuse. The acting Deputy State Coroner made several recommendations, including the prisoner telephone service be reviewed to prevent domestic violence victims being contacted illegally. He also said he believed Kobe's death was preventable, pointing to failings by DCS, SAPOL and Serco, the private company in charge of the Adelaide Remand Centre.
One Nation leader Pauline Hanson says the Socceroos represent her vision of a monoculture. Senator Hanson argues Australia should not be a multicultural society, demanding we all speak English and abide by the same values. The issue has tripped up the opposition, who has seen One Nation drastically eat into its vote. Senator Hanson telling Parliament the Socceroos are an embodiment of her vision for Australia.
People from different backgrounds and cultures and nations all wearing green and gold and representing one nation under one flag and succeeding under the same set of rules.
Christian Brothers in Australia is facing financial collapse within months as it pays more than $1 million a week in compensation to sex abuse victims. The Financial Review says their expenses now far outweigh revenue and their property portfolio, according to evidence heard in court today. The group is asking the court for a moratorium that would prevent victims from pursuing it for more money. And Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates has revealed he recently underwent a kidney transplant. The 79-year-old says he's on track to make a full recovery and he hopes to be back performing within months. Now turning to 5AA Sport, and the Crows held their main training session today ahead of Saturday night's showdown. Selection decisions loom. Dan Curtin has told Nine competition for spots is fierce.
Yeah, knowing we've got such great list depth, it's definitely a privilege to have and definitely makes me feel the need to perform every week.
Zach Merritt has opened up on the challenges of another difficult year at the Bombers as they sit last on the ladder. One win and a sacked coach has made it a tough period. Well, the Socceroos are teasing yet more changes to their starting side for Friday's World Cup clash with Paraguay. One man who won't be there is veteran Matt Leckie. He's been ruled out with a hamstring injury. Assistant coach Paul Ocon suggesting Leckie won't be the only change to the side that lost to the US.
I would be surprised if there weren't any changes. How many? That's still up in the air. Is the starting lineup already decided? No, not yet. You could expect maybe some changes.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
Crash at Salisbury is still causing a few dramas. Main North Road near Claxon Road, another one at Salisbury, a prang there, Park Terrace near Paternoster Road. Breakdown at Crafers West, getting sorted the freeway up track to the Meadsdays ramp, and another breakdown at Aldgate on the freeway. This one's near the Bridgewater ramp. Cameras Black Road at Halloran Hill and Sheriff's Road at Ranello. Bob J. T-Mart's end of financial year price buster sale is on now. The savings are huge and they won't be beaten with their best high price guarantee. Bob Jane T-Marts, they'll look after you. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 7 tonight, mostly sunny for your Thursday, 17. Friday, mostly sunny, 17. 17 again on Saturday. Right now, it's 13 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Braglis. Tonight, the death of a baby at the Whispering Wall was preventable. The coroner's scathing findings. Bird flu testing underway in South Australia. The major shake-up to your electricity bill. Free power, no solar required. And young gun Dan Curtin opens up on the competition for spots that's keeping the Crows on edge. 9 News. Your news. Might get 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
Booking.com is the easiest way from counting down the minutes to flying where time doesn't matter. Go on. Book that trip. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Did you know that your Wi-Fi router could be limiting your internet speeds? Especially if it's more than 5 years old. For setup tips on how to get the best out of your NBN connection, visit nbn.com.au/check your setup.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Still to come, Jimmy Bartell sharing his take on the AFL's criticism crackdown. Elmarie Vandenberg, our grand final bound Thunderbird shooter at 5:30. Ed Cavalier with Cup Fever talking World Cup. And your calls. Get involved in the show.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
It's 8 minutes after 5 here on this Wednesday night. Get involved, 8223 0000. Our lines are available for you to call in at any time you like. Thanks to Statesman Windows, Adelaide's most trusted boutique window company, SA family owned and operated since 1980.
Bartell check signs it brilliantly. He can do it all, James Bartell. Here's my brother, man.
Jimmy Bartell on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, each and every week, thanks to Statesman Windows, this man comes on and just makes perfect sense. Jimmy Bartell, how are you? Now, James, I was wondering, during your career, did you have any conversations with the umpires while you're on the pitch?
Yeah, I had plenty of conversations, actually. I found them pretty good to talk to. You know, you do it in a respectful way. You'd sometimes ask, hang on, what's going on with that one? You know, or if there was a new rule coming into place. I remember in my time, you know, the contact below the knees came in.
Yes.
And I got pinged pretty early, actually, because you saw the ball, you sort of dove in after it, and I got it. And I was like, well, hang on, what's going on with that one? And at quarter time, I just sort of, as you're walking sort of your huddles, you're like, well, what's going on with that one? And they're like, oh, you can't do it anymore, Jim. You've got to keep your feet. And I did that 2 weeks later. I kept my feet, player skittled in, and there went my MCL, and I got given a free kick again. So I was a little bit confused after that one.
Oh, God. Yeah, that is confusing. But I'm just a little surprised that they've come down after the AFL CEO's little powwow up at the Gold Coast, that they've said, right, anybody that does this, we're going to come down hard on them and the like. Are they just being a bit overzealous?
Yeah, overzealous. And I think it's not I guess, again, not being in tune with the common man or the pub test or whatever way you want to say it, because even criticising the MRO. Now, the thing I've got is for a number of years, and I reckon it would be 10 years, people have spoken and debated the MRO and given plenty of great suggestions and ideas, and there's a lot of people that work at AFL House. Even Greg Swan said into a microphone last year that, I think it was off the back of the Paul Curtis incident, where he said, hey, look, we need to fix it. We can't keep having 3 weeks or 0 weeks. But now we're nearly 9 months since he spoke in the microphone and we've still got this problem. So there's an easy solution. Greg Swan, everyone come into my office. We're not, leaving here, or we're going to use the next 3 weeks to fix the MRO, because now it's actually saying to us, by your lack of inaction and your inability to do anything, that you actually think the system is perfect, because that's actually taking action by doing nothing. So the AFL clearly think the MRO is perfect. Regarding the umpiring, look, everyone knows where the line is. You don't have to come out and say, oh, we're going to start fining people and we don't want to hear anything. I want to hear from Jai Simpkin. I want to hear from players. I want to hear from coaches if they do it in a respectful manner. I don't want them calling out and abusing umpires, but everyone knows that's not acceptable. So, you whack them, and clubs should whack them. It doesn't need the AFL to be, the big overlord and going, we're going to just, dish out $20,000 fines. So everyone knows I think you can talk and debate, hey, what rules are good? Is there a little bit of confusion? So I think Damien Hardwick did this last year when he raised the suggestion because he was frustrated around the holding the ball rule, but also the danger of not blowing the whistle. Remember, he goes, just blow the whistle earlier. Now, is that going to be a $20,000 fine, or should we listen to Damien Hardwick, who actually, raises a great point or a valid point?
Absolutely. Players and coaches might know something.
But why do we put them on a pedestal or wrap them in tissue paper, or why are they beyond reproach? Why can't you have the most senior umpire per game come in after the two coaches and the media can say, hey, that decision halfway through the third quarter, what was that all about? You know what I mean? Yeah. Why can't we... Transparency is the best thing. Communication is the best thing. When you take both of those things out, which is the AFL's doing, and rule with an iron fist, this is what happens, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, as they say, sunlight is the best disinfectant. And so you can actually admit you're wrong, and I think most people can accept that. But when you keep telling everyone that you're right and nailing it, that's where frustration comes from people. And at different times, I do think, well, the AFL will use the reason why. I'll play, the devil's advocate. We're struggling to get umpire numbers. We're struggling to get good umpires in the game because of the abuse. And I've actually umpired some junior footy and things like that, and I scratch my head that people lose their mind at an under-10s game and we've got umpire escorts. That's completely bonkers as well. But I think there's respectful ways that you can debate topics. As soon as you get it personal and things like, smash people, because you're not actually contributing to a proper dialogue and discussion, but debate is actually good.
Yeah. Is sun a better disinfectant than salt water, Jimmy? Have you got any science behind that?
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I always got told by Mum that if you go for a swim in the beach, that helps, cure up any sort of cuts and sores. All it did was sting the life out of you. But you always listen to your mother, don't you?
Well, if ever I get something wrong in my mouth and ulcer for telling too many fibs, I gargle salt water. When you get bad hemorrhoids, just squat down in the water, peel those bum cheeks apart. And the hemorrhoid goes, Jimmy.
No, geez, South Australian waters, you might have a big great white, just take a big chunk out of you, wouldn't you?
No, I think that's how the algal bloom started.
Hey, this CEO's summit, give me a spell. Why has it got to be on the Gold Coast? Anyway. The ideal fixture model, we had Eddie on yesterday, and he reckons item number 3, he flagged it.
That was his.
Invented it and put his name to it.
TM.
Yeah, he loves it because it was his idea, of course, Ed, but it's brilliant, actually, what the AFL are doing. So there's actually some science and marketing strategy around this that the AFL are using. So what you do is you actually shift the debate around, do you want a change fixture to which fixture is palatable for you? So if you remember when the rules were going to come in and we got this, we're going to change the rules of the game, everyone loses their mind because we get sick of rule changes. So what they did is they gave us 10 ideas, and they really wanted the 3 of them, which I think was the 666, there was the ruck rule, and another one just escapes me. The stand rule. Rule, sorry. How can that escape me? But remember they put in stupid things like the jumbo goal square?
Yeah.
And other things?
Yeah. They do that to distract you.
Yeah, so you actually change the debate around, hey, do you want a new fixture or which fixture do you like best because we're changing it?
And they always put the best options in between, like 2 and 3.
Yeah, it's like the multiple choice. Take answer C. Everyone thinks that's the answer. So, again, this one is answer C, which Eddie loves. Can we just see actually something play out? So this is the first year where we've got, the final 10 or wild card or playoffs or whatever it is. Can we actually just see that play out? Because now you've also added in the draft rules have changed with the MGA and father-son. So the doom spot is 11 to 13 now. So that is now the worst place to finish, 11 to 13, because below that you get the extra draft pick if you get something a lad bidded on as well. So can we just play it out for 12 months? But also, why are you saying that, we're going to give you a fixture when you absolutely stuffed the fixture this year? It's officially the worst fixture ever put together. I know I keep calling it the propeller heads, but it is seriously, someone needs to be held to account to handing in the draft of their homework because they clearly didn't review it.
Yeah. Well, I wish the dog had eaten their homework. I wish it did.
Well, on that, with the fixture, the Port Crow Showdown comes up yet again now. It's the shortest gap between the two playing in the history of AFL.
Yeah, and why isn't it on Thursday or Friday night or, well, I'll ask you guys. You guys know better. When would you best want the showdown to be played?
Oh, it's Friday night all day, every day.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like the clubs are asking to play it on the moon and give $10 million for us to get there. Why wouldn't you actually lean into something? Showdown 60, am I correct?
Correct.
I'd probably say 55 of them have been within a goal or two. We've had the occasional blowout.
Most of them are pretty.
Oh, the record's incredible.
It's such a good game of football. It transcends South Australia, that game.
Yeah, it does. Talking about propeller heads, Jack Ginnivan dropped his knee into the chest of his opponent, a couple of little puncher jumps, gets a fine. We had a bloke called Riley Thilthorpe who did a tummy tap. At best, it was a tummy tap. And he got a game. Now, if you're telling me what looks worse for the game and what could create more injury, how did Jack Ginnivan and the MRO propeller head give him a fine?
Because they still haven't made any changes to, I've heard the new word come in, the rubric or the matrix.
Hello.
Wow.
Well, this is what I've been saying to you guys. Just make a football and non-football to start with as your first column. Yep. So anyone who throws a punch, something you don't practice at training unless you're that Brisbane Lions team under Robert Wars, Stremple, who got boxed, you don't go to training to practice punching blokes in the head. Well, I hope not anyway.
No.
Well, Port did in the 80s.
Well, there you go.
Just defending ourselves.
And also, the reason why I suggest that is, well, then you're immediately at a week and going up. And that's the way you get rid of stupid things. Do you think players care about getting fined over and over? Just ask Zach Butters and Toby Green.
Yeah.
So, but if they start, throwing, punches when no one's watching in the guts and all that sort of stuff, well, they'll get a week. Their own supporter base will get annoyed and pissed off with them, and the coaches go, well, you're an idiot. That's a week. You're just gone. It's pretty cut and dry. But at least then we can start to have a look at tackles and things like that, where something like Paul Curtis, where you go, I think we'd be comfortable. Look, you got it wrong. It's a footy act. Doesn't mean he's not going to get suspended, but it's probably would be more comfortable with a week.
Correct.
So, again, the AFL, by actually not doing anything about it, is telling us all that they have nailed the MRO and it's perfect.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. We had Zach Butters doing a fair bit of media this week. He's acting captain for Port Adelaide while Rosie's out of course in the showdown. And a lot of talk and speculation, people trying to read into any answer that Zach gives at the moment, whether he's going or he's not and the like. One thing that it brought back up was that maturity of saying you're able to just release it and play out the rest of the year at your club. It was an interesting debate because I was saying to Rowey yesterday, well, from a supporter base and a members base, they're so invested in their footy club that if one of their best players has told them they're going and they've still got 10 games to go, it might not sit well with them. And I'm probably at the point where I think the way the club's handling it and Zach's handling it, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not knowing. And I don't know why we're all obsessed with having to know right now. But for mine, I think it causes more grief than it does maturity.
Yeah, I think in the early days it will. And I think, are we ready for it? I just found it funny, and I won't name names. There's a few media commentators going, we just need to move to that space where they tell us. But they were the same media commentators who were smashing Oscar Allen when we found out that he wanted to leave West Coast. So, he took a meeting with Sam Mitchell over there in Perth. So you can't have it both ways. You can't smash a bloke, how dare he meet, an opposition coach. But then you want now players to come out and say, hey, I'm heading off to Hawthorn, Essendon or Adelaide or wherever they may be going. So I think we need to at least get on the same page with that. I think their own performance tells, doesn't it? And Zach Butters, what's he been? I heard somewhere the top 3 rated player in nearly every game. If not, he's been in the top 5. Go back to Dangerfield, his last year at the Crows. Some players will handle it and they'll keep doing it. Other players, their performance, if they said, hey, I'm leaving, and it drops, well, that's when the coach just goes, well, I won't play her, or I'll play her in a position that, where I can allow someone else to thrive in your position, or best option, let's just put them in the ruck and just beat them to the line.
Yeah, well done, Jimmy. Always great to chat. Have a good week.
Thanks, guys.
That's Jimmy Bartell. Thanks to Statesman Windows, Adelaide's boutique window company, trusted by the best builders in Adelaide. And just like Jimmy, they are elite performers, consistently delivering at the highest level. Need the best windows? See Statesman Windows.
Yeah, it is 20 minutes after 5. We'll check your traffic around Adelaide.
Couple of bingos to look out for the drive home. One at Salisbury East Main North Road near Clayson Road. Another one at Salisbury Park Terrace near Paternoster Road. Breakdown at Crafers West getting sorted. The freeway up track to the Measdays ramp, and another breakdown at Aldgate Freeway down track near the Bridgewater ramp. Cameras tonight, Foster's Road, Oakton, and Hillier Road at Ranello. Honda's end of financial event is on now with great deals available across a select Honda range. T's and C's apply, limited time offers only while stocks last. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. It's showdown time again in Adelaide as the two SA clubs go to war. Catch all the action live on 5AA. Thanks to Barnacle Bill, serving South Australians quality seafood and much, much more for over 50 years.
Huge tax time deals now at Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Up to 30% off Windows 11 computers. All the big brands, HP, Asus, Acer and Lenovo and more. Save $600 on Motorola Edge 60 Pro, now just $597. Save $50 on DJI Neo Drone, now $198. And save $350 on Lenovo Idea Tab Pro 12.7, now $447. More tax time deals in store and online. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance on now.
Go!
You might not see poverty, but it follows 8-year-old Max to school every day Despite his hard work and the support of teachers, living in poverty is holding Max back, impacting his reading and his maths. Imagine trying your best, but it just doesn't feel enough. We can't let this happen. You can help Australian children like Max get the extra learning support they need. Donate to the Smith family today.
Look, it's fair to say most of us have got a garage, a shed, a spare room. You know, we put stuff in there, but somehow it always turns into a messy pile of you-know-what, half-finished do-it-yourself shelving, plastic tubs everywhere, no labels. It's a sham, Stephen, a sham.
Well, it's the easiest decision you can make. Instead of, heading to the hardware store, buying something off the shelf, you don't know how to put it together, there's nuts and bolts, you're swearing your gizzards off, you have a fight with your wife, you throw it everywhere.
Yeah, how'd I put that on backwards?
How come it fell over? Well, Charmin Shelving, it's the smart move.
Correct. Bill and the team will come out, they'll measure up, design it properly, deliver and install a custom storage solution that fits your space perfectly, looks schmick, and it'll last for years.
It's time is money.
Oh,
I always say that. And they just save you time, and that's obviously money. Just knowing where something is huge. Do it once, they say, do it properly, because everyone needs a little Charmin in their life. I know I have, and I do, at work and at home. Take a look on Facebook, they're on Instagram, or visit charminshelving.com.au.
This doesn't sound like a conference. This doesn't sound like a work trip. And this doesn't sound like team building. Because conferences and events sound different with Discovery Events. With modern facilities, standout catering and accommodation in 2 premier locations in South Australia, Adelaide Hills and Victor Harbour. Sound great? Visit discoveryevents.com.au, your destination for premier venues in unique locations across Australia.
The Mazda end of financial year event is on now.
Are you ready for this?
Get a great deal and immediate delivery on select dual cab and single cab Mazda BT50s. Don't miss out. Ends June 30.
Join Phil Hoffman Travel for Luxury Day on Saturday, June 27th for your passport to the world's most luxurious land and cruise travel experiences. Enjoy a glass of bubbles on arrival with exclusive offers, captivating travel talks and expert advice from experienced travel agents and the world's leading luxury travel providers, all available on the day. Luxury Day, Saturday 27th of June, 10 until 2, the Playford Hotel. Entry is free. Register at pht.com.au.
The FIVEAA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Welcome back. It's 25 minutes after 5. We're going to talk Thunderbirds, who are into their 3rd grand final in 4 years with Elma Ray Vanderberg, their goal shooter, very shortly. And keep taking your calls on 8223 0000. But we've also got tickets to FIVEAA's Ultimate Friday Knockoffs at the Beer and Barbecue Fest, which is back at the Drive in the city. It's all thanks to the Adelaide Beer and Barbecue Fest at beerbarbecuefest.com.au. If you want to get to the VIP area, we'll chuck in some beers and some amazing, delicious barbecue food as well. 8223 0055. That's for Friday, the 10th of July.
Did like this text. We've had a few. We've got callers coming through. Trev, in a minute. Ro, you big propeller head, keep your big Luna Park mouth shut about the showdowns. Just be respectful to the opposition. Also, what's the whistling all the time? You sound like a person with water on the brain sitting in a sauna, you big numbnuts.
That's pretty strong.
That's pretty strong. I get on a roll of things, like it's whistling or swearing or below the belly button jokes, or because I think I'm a little bit juvenile.
So Sean doesn't like it when you get a little bit.
Timmy?
Tell me more, Stephen.
What are you? Do you agree with Sean?
No, the sauna gag got me. That made me laugh.
I do have a steam room most nights.
Oh,
I told you about that.
You do. That's
Maybe
probably
Sean's
why
seen me in
you
the
are
steam
whistling.
room. That's probably why I am whistling. But you know what? I am respectful for Port. If there's one club that I don't envy, but I do respect, is Port Adelaide.
You do like a little stir as well.
Of course I do, but isn't that what it's all about?
It's as long as people take it in the right manner.
When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down.
I think one of the fears of any supporter group is that you say things that might jinx you. And if it comes back to bite you, you hate it as a supporter or a member. You
I
don't
have
like it.
never, in
You
30
have no fear of
years
it.
of radio,
You have no fear of it. Because
said anything that has ended up being a jinx that I've given two hoots about.
But,
Hello,
yeah,
Trevor.
I'm glad you finished with that line.
That's right.
How you going, Trev?
All right. Now, Timmy.
Yes, sir.
Your radio's on in the background, Trev.
Yeah,
turn your
just
radio off.
turn
in
the
the
radio
car,
off,
wherever
buddy.
you are, or the back shed.
Right. Now, Timmy,
Yes,
you brought
sir.
up something very well with that comment with Jimmy Bartell
Yes.
about Butters.
Yep.
Let him get through the year.
Yeah.
We don't want him getting jogged. If he is going, he's going. But show him the respect.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. And
he deserves that.
I agree. And Trev, I've got no problems with him holding
I'll
it.
give you a prime example.
Yes.
Where you going?
What happened there? Mama Bear. Trev, do one thing well. No, get him back on. Trev, don't listen to your wife. Just keep talking.
Now, back when the current St Kilda coach,
Oh, yes.
when he coached them before, and he went over to play in the West, right?
Yep.
And he come back 6 days later. He told him that he wasn't going to coach him next year, and Nick Rewald led the charge and not wanting him anymore for the rest of the season. Right or wrong?
I can't remember it was played out like that.
Yeah, all I remember is that last game. Pretty much everybody knew.
Yeah.
That last
And he
minor
was the
round
captain.
game.
Yeah.
That he
was
wasn't
going.
He was going. It was a shock, I think, at the time. So, but I'm with Trev. I think it causes more grief than it does.
It does.
What would you say? Enlightenment. I actually think no. Hold your cards.
There's not many you'd afford that luxury to.
No.
But Zach Butters is definitely
I
one.
think you're right, but I don't want him getting any grief.
No, I don't think he is.
So not now because we haven't announced anything.
No.
Nothing's been announced.
No,
So
the season's not over.
I think leave it a mystery and let it play out.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Trev.
Let's go to Bill. Hey, Bill.
Bill.
Gentlemen, that chap just speaking then, I've watched this for a while, all this sort of talk about lads leaving. Like, you imagine Walters leaving and King leaving the Gold Coast. That would leave a hell of a hole in.
Yeah.
Now, if Lockie Neal left, he's 35 or something.
Yeah.
That wouldn't matter at all. But these young kids are starting to build a club, and all you hear is Victorian journalists undermining interstate clubs. That's what it basically is for the big Victorian clubs. And I think there's got to be something said about this, because I think that's what's going on. Butters is not going to Western Australia. He's going to a Victorian club if he goes. Walters, he's not going to a Sydney Swans or Brisbane Bears. He's going to Collingwood or something like that. Now, I think there's got to be something said about this. And also, I wanted to talk about what Jimmy Bartell was going on about Swans and the Ark. Now, all we have to do, like he said, basically, they haven't said anything about the Ark. In other words, they reckon it's working well. Well, all we have to do is look at these tiny little bits of out-of-bounds rules that are going on, and they go to the Ark and find someone accidentally tipped the ball before it went over the boundary line, and they put a blast, like they call it, helicopter up. That has got to be cut out. And the only reason why Swan and what's his name, who's running the joint, they are coming out of Victoria. And all that you have to do is look at the way Victoria has been run over the last few years under Dan Andrews and this Sheila Jacinta Allen. They never answer anything.
Thank you, Bill. I think we've run out of time for the headlines, but wow.
No, can't argue with one bit of that.
He touched on quite a bit that I'll touch on later on, because I think we spoke about it with the MRO.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't making that decision in Melbourne, I reckon you might be a bit broader with your opinion, because there's no heat. If you sat in Darwin and made that call, I reckon it's a lot different to making the call in Melbourne with 10 AFL clubs. Bill's onto something.
Might be touching there.
Can I just read this before the 5:30 news? This is good. This is Kukunga Jam, I think he calls himself. Stephen, when you're halfway up are you up or down? Now, let me think about that.
What?
When you're halfway up, are you up or down?
I'm glad we missed the headlines.
No,
for
it's
that.
a bit,
The real
it's a bit
pressing
like,
issues on the show.
Is your glass half full?
Oh, God.
It's half full.
Which way am I? How can I go forward when I don't know which way I'm facing?
Which way are the headlines?
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the news headlines. There are reports a child has been hit by a car outside a Western Suburbs primary school. South Australia has detected its first case of H5 bird flu, but it is not linked to 2 cases in WA. Homeowners are likely to face another interest rate hike in August, despite a drop in Australia's inflation rate. And in sport, the Socceroos are teasing more changes to their starting side for Friday's World Cup clash with Paraguay. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Couple of crashes to look out for this afternoon. One at Salisbury East Main North Road near Clarkson Road. Another smash at Salisbury Park Terrace near Paternoster Road. Cravers West to break down the freeway up track near the Mees Days ramp, and another breakdown at Aldgate Freeway down track near the Bridgewater ramp. Camera Pratt Avenue, Paraka. You can now book an RAA approved repairer online. Just head to the RAA website to find your local repairer. You know you can trust them because RAA do. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 6 tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow, 17. Right now it's 12 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
The mean streets of Unley.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
A machete has been found hidden in the Mackay grandstand at Unley Oval. I've been sent a photo of it. Just stuck there, hidden under a seat, I think, in the grandstand.
5AA Breakfast.
It's been handed to the police, who said that they were surprised to find it there.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Maybe one of the locals was using it trying to saw down the fence.
Yeah, it didn't like the fence. Feels like a fence protest.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
The Advertiser End of Financial Year sale is now on for a limited time only. Enjoy a whole year of insight for less than 45 cents a day. Visit advertiser.com.au. The Advertiser, we're for you. Min cost $156. New customers only. T's and C's apply.
Sick of feeling fat because of the bloated belly, gas and indigestion you get after every meal? Introducing Caruso's Bloatless Probiotic. Caruso's Bloatless Probiotic relieves bloating and indigestion. It contains 2 billion CFU of gut health probiotics combined with sweet orange, peppermint and ginger, which are traditionally used in Western herbal medicine to relieve flatulence. If you're fed up with bloating, gas and indigestion, try Caruso's Bloatless Probiotic today from leading pharmacies and health stores.
Grace, what are you doing? I'm race walking. What on earth? You know, race walking, like in the Olympics, really gets my hips swinging. I'll say, I didn't think you could move them like that. I got these new shoes from Gilmore's. Now I'm walking faster than everyone I know, including you. Stop showing off or there'll be tongues wagging too. You should get some new shoes, then you could keep up.
Race into Gilmore's Comfort Shoes, South Road, Melrose Park, opposite Castle Plaza.
It's end of financial year at CMI Toyota, SA's #1 selling Toyota dealer. Get great deals on a huge range of new, demo and pre-owned vehicles in stock. But hurry, CMI Toyota's end of financial year deals must end June 30. View the range at cmitoyota.com.au or visit CMI Toyota West Terrace City, Cheltenham or Christie's Beach today.
We love to see you smiling.
Toyota, LVD 2009.
With Ascender Life, you can build something bigger with the confidence to see it through. Ascender Life, protecting Australians' confidence for over 175 years. Always consider the PDS and TMD at ascender.com.au to decide if this product may be right for you.
My kind of aged care is getting a hand in the kitchen so I can keep enjoying my favourite meals. Mabel makes it easy to find independent support workers who I can rely on to help with daily tasks, like cooking. I can quickly book and manage quality support online, knowing they've been verified. So I've got more time to spend with the grandkids.
Lunch is ready.
With over 10 years' experience in the aged care sector, Mabel is my kind of aged care. Search mabel.com.au to find care today.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes to 6. Great to have you back with us. We're going to keep taking your calls on the show. 8223 0000 is our number. Lines available. We're going to speak to Ed Cavalier from SBS's World Cup FIVEAA program. Gee, it's been a fun show during the last week and a half, but tell you what, Sunday was just as gripping.
Absolutely unbelievable victory. The Adelaide Thunderbirds, they're into the grand final after a 58-44 victory over the Melbourne Vixens. One of the stars of the show, Elmaray Vanderberg. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations. What a terrific season so far. We know it's not over. We've got a big game to go, but it really was a game that was much like our season where people can challenge us, but then we grind them down into little bits of dust, don't we?
No, it was a really good effort from the team in the semi-finals on Sunday. I think we really pulled through when it matters most, and I'm really glad that we got the result that we got, and now we're going into the grand final, which is really exciting.
They're a tough side to beat, there's no doubt about that. They started well, but I just thought it was typical of us. They've got to be able to maintain the rage. We've got a level that we go at, and we just keep at it and at it and at it, and they've got to be able to come with it. And I reckon in the end, they started to panic. They put on that young Graham so that they get the 2-pointers coming in so they can catch up. And that's a good place to be in.
Yes, I think we as a team, we knew what we wanted to put out and what we wanted to get out of that semi-finals to be able to go into the grand finals straight away. And I think it's important for us as a team. We talked about building the pressure early in the game because they would come out hard because both of us want to go straight to the grand final. So it's going to be an easy game. But, yeah, I think we kept on building the pressure, especially in the defensive end, and we kept on scoring goals on our side as well. And we were privileged enough to beat them up when Lily came on the court to shoot the 2-pointers. And then lucky enough, she couldn't catch up with the 2-pointers because we also kept on converting. So,
correct.
Yes, it's a really nice place to be in a semi-finals where we were able to build the pressure and to secure the winner there.
Elmaray, congratulations on the season by the team. No question, we're into a grand final, but also you. And you starred in that first final. And you top scored in the league for the year. So what a fantastic year you did, Rap.
Well done.
How good.
I wouldn't have think my first season is going to go like this. But I'm really grateful for what I could put out on court and, yes, my contribution to the team being able to be in a grand final this year. It's really exciting.
Have you ever been in a team that's fed you so regularly, so well in that circle as the Thunderbirds girls? What did you shoot 51 of 58 goals on the weekend?
I don't know my stats, so I'm not sure. But no, I haven't been in a team where the feeds have been so consistently working well. It's really nice to have Georgie and Kate and Lauren in front of me and the feeds that they put up. It makes my work easier as well. And I think all of us have a nice understanding of how each other play. And that's why our attacking end is so solid, being able to get those feet into the circle or play something else if it's not on. I think that works really well, and I think it's a nice position to be in as well, to not stress about maybe the ball's getting into the circle or maybe not. So, yeah.
Well, your strength is that you just pressure the op. There's no question. You are such a sharp shooter across the whole court. You've just got talent, but I can't be any more impressed with your coach, Tanya Ops. Again, she's pulled a move. She's put Latanya Wilson from the wing to defence, and it just stuffed the Vixens up. She just does it every bloody week, Elmaray.
Yeah, Theo is really smart, in a way, doing things, and she has such a great netball brain for how she figures things out and how she has little tricks up her sleeve. She's a really good coach. And just the way she builds the players as well. She keeps on helping to develop our game every week going into the next game. And I think that's also what we want in a team. You don't want to become stagnant because you had a good start to the season. You want to keep on building because teams figure you out as well. And she's really smart in that part, bringing something new every week. And yes, we get the opportunity to execute it over the weekend.
El Murray, I've watched the team very closely in Tanya's time. I've not seen her flustered. Has she ever given the old-fashioned, halftime spray, or really got quite, over-enthusiastic about something, or is she just always at that same level?
No, actually not. I've never seen her mad.
Yeah, great.
So she has a really positive way of influencing the team, and the way that she speaks to us and addresses us is in a really positive manner. And I think that's the way where everyone listens to her when she speaks, because everyone has so much respect to her. But you also know, even though she's not raising her voice, you know when she's serious or when she's joking with us. Yeah. And I think that's nice to know that of a coach, because it's not always necessary to scream or to get angry, or because that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the best out of the players.
Yeah, correct.
She's a really good coach in the way that she addresses us and the way she speaks to us and the relationship that she has formed with the players. It's really unlike anyone I've known before.
And on the weekend, I know that they've got as defenders, they've got to be right there with you and the like. I actually thought a few of them might have overstepped the mark at times. I thought they were a little bit over-aggressive towards your good self at times. How did you feel about it?
No, I was aware of how they played on me and double on the body the whole time, pushing and But I think leading the week into the semi-finals, I knew it's going to be like that anyway, right, because they want to eliminate me to be able to take balls and intercept balls. So we prepared for that as well. We knew that's going to happen. And I think everyone did good in the job that they needed to do on Saturday. But yes, my body was really tired on Monday morning after the game. But that's just part of it. And you just need to get on. It's nothing personal. It's just their game plan as well.
Well, this is a question on behalf of my wife. She's very upset that the umpires call too close for our defenders when they're in there having a shot, and when you're having a shot, they can jump all over you. Like they can actually stick their finger up your nose. It doesn't matter. Don't answer that. We'll just keep their distance, all right?
Just get your elbows up, El Murray. That'll do it to those defenders. Hey, Vixens, the West Coast, who wins that?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a really close game. I think both of the teams want it really badly. It's not going to be an easy game for either of them. But we don't care who we get in the grand final. Because both of them would be good netball anyway. So, it's exciting going into the weekend, seeing who's taking the win over this weekend and then going into the grand final in 2 weeks' time. Yep. We as a team are really excited as well, so can't wait for it.
So it'll be a bit different because it's in Melbourne. Will you get over there early? What's the plans from now? Will you watch that Vixens West Coast game as a team? Give us a bit of a background as to what you're going to do from here.
So we have 3 training sessions this week with a little bit of a practice match on Saturday we're playing, just so that we still get those time on our legs. And then we will probably watch the netball, but not as a team because we are going to the footy on Saturday night with Port Adelaide and Crows that's playing.
Oh, good.
So the whole team was going to that. And then next week we are flying into Melbourne on Thursday evening. And then, Saturday we have our final. So we'll have 2 sessions next week as well, and then ready for the big game.
So are you a Crows girl or a Port girl, El Murray?
I can't actually choose because I've not actually seen enough footy. But we flew a lot with the Port boys to different cities here in Australia. So we've seen more of them, but no, I can't pick a side.
Well, one of them's the team for all South Australians. The other team are basically Wharfies.
So you enjoy that, El Murray. Look, El Murray, don't get into it.
She wasn't going to bite.
Things, exactly you want to do. But look, you've had a fantastic season. Let's finish it off with that grand final win over there in Melbourne. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Let's hope the Pink Army get over there and get you over the line.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Excellent stuff. Elmarie Vanderberg, our goal shooter, and she is an outstanding player.
What a talent.
And because of her consistency, they know they
doesn't
feed
miss.
it in, she'll put it in. And it's just amazing how they all combine. They've carried it this far. They are the best team, and I hope that it's not.
Yeah.
Decided by those silly 2-pointers. That really annoys me because we don't go that track. We're too good for that. All the best to the Thunderbirds.
She shot 51 of 58. Has anyone ever shot all points of a netball team?
Good question.
Because only 2 of them can shoot.
That's right.
And
That's
they
a
can
good
rotate.
question.
Has anyone shot? So she shot 51 of 58.
Of netball. That'd be interesting.
That is an amazing stat.
Because our last goal shooter was Romelda Aiken. And she is a very good shooter and the like. She's now at FIVEAA, but she may have had a game like that because they feed her under the net. And before 2-pointers, probably maybe.
Be disappointed, you know. She only went at 98%.
Yeah, it's just, poor thing.
I mean, honestly, she needs to.
Wouldn't mind that for accuracy elsewhere.
Yeah. You're going at 43.
About that.
Yeah, it starts to add up, doesn't it? 12 minutes to 6. Here's traffic.
Crash getting sorted at the moment at Salisbury East, Main North Road near Clayson Road. Another prang at Salisbury. This one's on Park Terrace near Paternoster Road. Breakdown at Crafers West to look out for. The freeway up track near the Weesays ramp. And another breakdown at Aldgate. The freeway down track just near the Bridgewater ramp. Cameras tonight, Beaverage Road, Ingle Farm and Sheriff's Road, Ranella. Picture white sand, warm water and your whole family at Bali. Flight Centre has 7 nights, 5-star for 4 from just $1,599. Book now at Flight Centre. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Hi, it's Eddie May here from NRG Solar. The government's cheaper home battery program is still going, offering you significant savings for a battery storage system for your home or business. That's real savings back in your pocket. Discounts reduce over time, so the message is simple. The sooner you act, the better. Get in touch with SA's trusted team at NRG Solar. Visit nrgsolar.com.au and take control of your energy bills. NRG Solar, leading solar in SA.
For the first time in Australia, the Everly Brothers and Roy Orbison, starring the Robertson Brothers. And internationally acclaimed Dean Bourne. All the hits from Wake Up Little Susie, Pretty Woman, Walk Right Back, and You've Got It. Come and experience this incredible 2-hour Everly Brothers and Roy Orbison concert.
Her Majesty's Theatre, Adelaide, July 30. Barossa Arts Centre, October 16.
One blood donation can save up to 3 lives. The power's in your veins. Make the most of it and book a donation today. Lifeblood. Life is the reason.
Now, planning a group outing does not need to be complicated. 4 Knots Murray River Cruises in Murray Bridge offers relaxing private charter cruises for groups of 12 to 40 people, and it's just over an hour from Adelaide.
This sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
At 4 Knots, you throw yabby nets out.
Oh, nice.
Couldn't you?
Good idea.
Or catch a big Murray cod. It's ideal for retirement villages, social clubs, birthdays, anniversaries, family gatherings and community groups just looking for just an easy day out.
Yeah, look, enjoy a peaceful 2-hour cruise along the Murray River with scenic views, wildlife, good company and look, simple options like coffee and cake.
Oh, brilliant. 4 Knots, well, they can tailor a charter experience to suit your group so it feels relaxed, organised, memorable without being overdone. To get in touch, simply email 4 Knots
MR
Cruise 4 Knots MR Cruise at gmail.com. Do it again.
Yeah, 4 Knots MR Cruise at gmail.com. 4 Knots Murray River Cruises. They provide outings for groups who want something enjoyable, local and a little bit special. Get in touch today.
It's the end of financial year sale at City Discount Tyres. All-terrain drivers, this one's for you. Get red-hot deals on selected Falcon, Wild Peak and Yokohama Geolander tyres. Built to handle mud, gravel and highway without compromise. At City Discount Tyres, we're driven by value. Hurry, sale ends June 30. Visit citydiscounttyres.com.au today.
City Discount Tyres.
Want to work smarter, not harder? With our special offer 12-month term deposit, you can. For a limited time only, we're offering a hot rate of 5.55% per annum. With this guaranteed return, the only hard part is working out what to do with all your extra savings. Contact Police Credit Union about a term deposit today. It's a smart move. T's and C's apply. Minimum deposit $50,000. Strictly new money only. AFSL 238991.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It is 8 minutes to 6. Ed Cavalier to join us very shortly. Cup Fever on SBS. A lot of fun to watch along with him and Santo. So we'll speak with him very shortly. But right now for Glimpse home improvements, we're going to do a FIFA World Cup update. And I tell you what, last night, or at least this morning, England, big story against Ghana. 0-0 draw, unable to get the points.
One last long ball forward from Pickford. And Ghana have stifled England here in Boston. One of their more impressive World Cup displays and indeed points of recent years.
Extraordinary, really, how that's come to be.
Well, England's still top of their group, and I don't think there's any fear of them not going through the next round as such. But for Ghana, that was a really courageous performance. They were under a fair bit of stress, let me tell you. Wasn't as if there wasn't opportunities for England.
Totally.
And one to the skipper that sort of skied over the top a bit.
They're a bit of a popcorn team, England. If ever they can lose to just a nobody country, they can, and they have done. So who have they got next?
Well, I'll quickly look that up while we just go over this one, because Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals in Portugal's 5-0 win over Uzbekistan today. He came in the post-match and said, "I'm back." And then Zlatan decided on commentary to respond with this.
It was a game for Portugal to score a lot of goals, and his message, I thought he never left. I don't know why he says I'm back.
He never left.
He should have said that.
Yes, he did.
Well, does he mean he's back in form? What does he mean? He's back.
What's he mean?
It's his 6th World Cup.
I think he's inferring by the fact that he should never have said he'd left. He was always here.
Right.
Well, it's just a real
There's just something about him I don't like.
Yeah.
Ronaldo?
Yeah, just he's a I love me kind of guy.
You said once too many shirts off.
Too many photos without his top on.
Yep. Yes.
And, looking at himself in the mirror.
Yep.
So there's
God's sakes, put a shirt on.
7 nations that have already qualified. There are about 5 that are eliminated now, and tomorrow's the 3rd and final round start for the group matches, which will be fun to watch in Australia on Friday.
Yeah. Now, fair enough if he's a beach volleyballer or he's a surfer, your shirt's off. But, mate, you're playing
surfer,
the world game.
Not
You're
the
on a
world
pitch.
game.
You don't need to rip it off and, how good am I?
What do you got there?
Score big savings before June 30. At Glimpse Jeps Cross with 30% off blinds, shutters, curtains and awnings. They do a great job.
Do you know the team's already qualified?
Yes, so
I'll give it to us.
Mexico's one of them.
You do
USA.
that, yeah.
Do you want the rest? Go on, Tim. You do the
No,
rest.
let Timmy do it.
Mexico.
Oh, good.
United States, Germany, France, Norway, your boys, or Holland as you like to call them, Argentina, Colombia. They're the ones already in.
All right.
Now, the teams already eliminated, Haiti, which we thought fair enough.
How did they get in?
Guess who's out? Turkey.
Yeah.
Gone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, gone.
Tunisia, Jordan, and Panama.
no real
surprise one.
there.
Sad for that one. But, yeah, look, I feel though, but Turkey, I don't think they'd be very happy with that.
Nah.
They looked at their draw and thought, we're getting through
Well,
easy.
they thought they
took it
themselves.
too easy.
Who are England playing?
Panama,
that's the one.
And they're bottom and already going home.
See, that's got smelly on it, that one.
You reckon?
It does.
Oh, all right. You reckon that? Ooh.
England and Panama, they're just as likely to cough that one up, mate.
Nah. I don't think that.
Is Harry Kane scoring?
Right. Well, he's there.
He did in the last game.
He's there, but they had a 0-0 draw.
Any team that's got Harry Kane's it going all right.
Any team with Connor Rosie goes all right too. Unfortunately, Port Adelaide haven't got him, and he spoke to 7 News today.
I think it even puts a little bit more fire in the belly. That an upset's always a fun one, and it's our home showdown, so that adds a little bit more to it. But there's a few guys that'll be playing their first showdown, so I'm sure they'll be absolutely buzzing. I don't think we're just saying that anything can happen. I think it's genuinely one of those games that can go either way.
That is true. As much as I'm confident that Crows are a 10-goal better team, anything can happen.
I'll tell you what's sad to me. He hasn't played. He's played 1.5 games for Port this year.
I know.
That's it. And that's all that's going to happen. It's just like, I couldn't actually get my head around when I found out it was round 2 that he did it. And I'm like, so he's missed every game. basically 1.5 games. That's it.
With a hamstring.
One off the bone.
But it was a bad one. But you can understand. I've done an Achilles. I've ruptured a knee. I've done an ACL. He did
like
a hammy.
Radaglia on the weekend. You go, poor bugger, he's out for 12 months.
Well, it wasn't a collision injury. He was chasing a bloke over lunge, stretched, and next minute ping.
And he's basically going to miss almost the same amount of time as a knee reco.
Ping, ding, ding.
Sad. It's really sad, and it has definitely hurt our chances of any sort of finals action this year, that's for sure.
Well, Connor also went on to speak about another injury, and that's Jack Lukosius.
Yeah, I think everyone could see sort of the look on his face when he was coming off. He just hasn't caught a break since he's been here. The most frustrating thing for him is he's not being able to show everyone his full potential, and I know people from the outside are getting frustrated and that sort of thing, but at the end of the day, he wants to be out there more than anyone. We know internally, his ability is, right up there in the competition.
Didn't say if he's playing or not. We had a doctor text through, or said he was a doctor.
Didn't think he had much of a chance?
His mobility and his stiffness in there might preclude him from playing. Well, they've got to get all that fluid out.
Right.
And you know what it's like when you can't move your knee.
But I have no history or knowledge of assist in the leg at all, so I've got no precedent to go by.
Fluid anywhere is not good.
Yeah, right.
Is it?
Well,
have you ever done a meniscus?
No, I don't think I have.
No.
Haven't
you done a knee?
No, I never did a knee.
Wow.
Touch wood. Certainly don't want to do one now. My career on Regency tomorrow will be in danger.
Oh, you're playing tomorrow
against Mr. Tugwell.
Oh, stop it.
So I needed someone. I needed someone to play. My mate's out.
Well, listen to me. Get there at 6 so you're here at 2. Get there at 6 in the morning so you'll be here at 2 in the afternoon. Because that's how long it'll take to play 9 holes.
That's harsh.
We're going to get Rowey. We're going to get you out on the course.
Mate,
you got to have a swing.
I'm a gun, but I had to give it up because I tended to throw my sticks, do my Charlie Brown, and it wasn't relaxing. It wasn't relaxing.
Wasn't enjoyable.
My worst day of fishing equals my best day ever on the course.
So you lost your foot wedge one day and you said, I'm not playing that anymore.
And I couldn't count, a bit like when I fish, Yeah. How would you have, Rowey? 3.
3.
Mate, I saw you have 4 wins, mate.
All right, time for the 6 o'clock news. We're going to speak World Cup fever with Ed Cavalier next.
The FIVEAA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. Bob Jane T-Mart's end of financial year Price Buster sale is now on, and the savings are huge. Get a massive 35% off selected Pirelli tyres, plus 35% off selected Kumho tyres. Buy 3 selected tyres and get the 4th tyre free. Plus, get up to $200 instant cashback on selected tyres. No one beats our best tyre price guarantee. At Bob Jane T-Mart's, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
Fred Hollow's vision was to end avoidable blindness. Your donation can help restore someone's sight. Donate at hollows.org. Help continue Fred's vision.
Local news and information first. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 6 tonight, sunny tomorrow and 17. With the 6 o'clock news, good evening, I'm Mel Usher. South Australia has detected its first case of H5 bird flu, but it is not linked to 2 cases in WA. The infected petrel was found on Knights Beach at Port Elliot. Premier Peter Malinauskas says it was being cared for by a local wildlife organisation before it was tested.
I just want to thank those volunteers for their thoughtfulness, the fact they've been proactive. Those people have naturally been supported by South Australian Health. Where appropriate, we'll support them, including, if necessary, prescribing them with Tamiflu, which is an antiviral. Having said that, there is no indication at this stage that they're showing any sign of being unwell.
He says South Australia is well prepared and responding quickly. There have been no bird flu detections in local commercial poultry flocks. A child has reportedly been hit by a car near Grange Primary School. Emergency services were called to the area just after 3 this afternoon. It's understood a person was taken away by ambulance. Homeowners are likely to face another interest rate hike in August, despite a drop in Australia's inflation rate. More from Michael Packey.
The temporary reduction in the fuel excise has helped artificially bring down headline inflation to 4% for the year to May. Treasurer Jim Chalmers says it's a good result given the global challenges we're facing.
The costs and consequences of the war in the Middle East will be felt for some time.
But once the excise is stripped from the numbers, underlying inflation jumps up. It's this number the Reserve Bank looks at when determining interest rate movements. KPMG Chief Economist Brendan Rinn believes the RBA will act at its next board meeting.
Probably seeing another 25 basis point increase in August.
Housing, electricity and transport costs have mainly increased, while the price of some other goods and services has come down.
Airbus will inspect 16 A380s after cracks were found in a key wing component on aircraft used by Emirates and Qantas. 5 of the Emirates planes must undergo inspections immediately before being allowed to fly again. The rest will be inspected later. And a 90s horror classic is being remade for the 21st century. The new Blair Witch Project will be released in September 2027. Now turning to 5AA sport, there was training today for Port and the Crows ahead of Saturday night showdown. Both teams have plenty of selection decisions to make. Well, Zach Merritt has opened up about the challenges of another difficult year at the Bombers as they sit last on the ladder. More from Jordan Tunbridge.
With just one win for the season and his coach sacked, Zach Merritt admits it's been a tough period to be at Essendon.
I feel a bit like I've been treading water a little bit, running in quicksand the last month. It's been a pretty emotional time.
The star midfielder also continues to face speculation over his future following a failed bid to join Hawthorn last year.
I was probably naive to the amount of chatter and focus and noise that would present this year.
Merritt revealing he's had private words with some media personnel over their reporting.
I think some of it's probably borderline cross the line with the obsessive nature of some. I still get to do what I love doing. But yeah, it has been some dark moments, no doubt.
At the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice as Portugal beat Uzbekistan 5-0. In today's other group stage results, Colombia beat Congo 1-0, Croatia too good for Panama 1-0, and England and Ghana drew 0-0. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Salisbury East, a crash Main North Road near Claxton Road. Salisbury, another prang there. Park Terrace near Paternoster Road. Breakdown at Crowfoot West, the freeway up track to the Mees Days ramp. Quite slow for works at Keswick at the moment. South Road near Stirling Street. Busy Brighton Road, Brighton with a camera. River Road at Port Malunga. Stock up with low prices at Dan Murphy's. Get Pepper Jack Shiraz 6 for $90 for My Dan's members. Offer ends July 1. Choose to drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 6 tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow 17, Friday mostly sunny 17, Saturday also 17. Right now it's 11 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack at the Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
Hi, it's Wayne Phillips from Geely Ranella. With the price of fuel, now is the best time to jump into a feature-packed Geely with red-hot end-of-financial-year offers, like 0.88% finance with no deposit for a 36-month term across the Geely range. T's and C's apply. Choose from electric or hybrid models including the EX SUV extended range and Star Race Super Hybrid with amazing quality. So, if you're looking at electric or hybrid, check out the Geely range before doing anything. Take one for an extended test drive today at Wayne Phillips' Geely Ranella.
If you're a gardener, then you know the first place you want to be is in your garden. The second is a garden grove, sipping a really good coffee while you tuck into a scrumptious breakfast. Or sipping a glass of wine and chatting over the chef's special. Because the thing about Garden Grove is, it's not just the garden centre that's amazing. So is the cafe.
Garden Grove, the garden that I want.
gardengrove.com.au. Golden Grove.
Harris Scarf Friends exclusive 20 to 50% off store-wide sale is on now. Save big on full-price bedding, kitchen, electrical and more. Don't miss out. Sale ends soon. Excludes clearance and gift cards. See conditions online. Harris Scarf. Great brands, great prices.
Fact 1. About 70% of your immune system starts in the gut. Fact 2. More immunity supports less sick days. Fact 3. You can help activate your immunity by supporting the gut immune connection with Blackmore's new Gut Immune Biotic, combining high-strength vitamin C, zinc and clinically trialled Wellmune Postbiotic. Support healthy gastrointestinal immune function with Blackmore's Gut Immune Biotic. Activate your immunity. Visit blackmores.com.au to find out more. Always read the label and follow directions for use.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It's 7 minutes after 6.
Cup Fever, great show, Rowey. Will premiere on SBS On Demand, SBS Sports, YouTube every night, 7:30pm with the encore screenings on SBS Viceland and SBS exclusive broadcast for the FIFA World Cup 2026. We had Santo on a couple of weeks ago. Now we got Ed Cavalier. Welcome.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for having me. And I'm actually in the studio. Santo and I just finished rehearsing. And did Santo tell you that because we're on SBS, we have to film the whole show inside a Nazi megastructure?
No, but that's excellent.
Ed, easy.
That's the variety.
Easy.
That's the variety you get there, I suppose.
That's what you get. And we're naked and afraid when we do it. It's quite incredible. It's quite incredible.
There's another show in that, I reckon.
Does Santo even know that Italy aren't even there?
No one's had the heart to tell him. Every time, Santo's a VHS man. Every now and again, we just pop the 1982 World Cup in, and he's none the wiser. He just sits back with a haul on and a lem sip. We tuck him up. He has a hot Metamucil, and then he has a little nap. He has a lovely time.
Oh, I need to try hot Metamucil.
Oh, it does make you sleep well.
Hey, my highlight is Holland doing the Viking, the supporters.
Norway.
Oh, is it Norway? Yeah, well, I got the wrong country. They did them in clogs. But
Yeah, well, you almost created an international incident there. I thought I had to go to the news to find out there'd been an invasion I didn't know about. The Norwegians are really fun with the Viking row. Have you guys seen the Tartan Army? The Scots are the best fun there.
They are going ballistic.
They're going ballistic. They're in Miami at the moment. They took 30,000 Scots to the baseball yesterday, and they rock up. And with the way that we describe the Scots, we don't go by how many beverages they've had. We go by degrees of sunburn. That's how you know who's been there the longest.
Poor buggers.
You cannot understand a word they say.
They have fun.
Actually, just there, can I say that's the best Norwegian accent I've ever heard?
Yeah, well done.
That was absolutely spot on.
Hey, Ed,
I was wondering what it was too.
And I'm wearing clogs.
Classic.
What an international. You guys are perfect for SBS. You come on with us. This is an international program.
That is gold. I must admit, I know you have a crack at Santo about the age and all the rest of it, but I loved the bit you did with Lionel Messi and of course, his fan base and the old lady holding up the 100-year-old fan. And you had to go there, didn't you? You had to go there.
I did say that she threw her underwear at him, but that's okay. It's all right. Her carer helped to get him off. It was all right. But we did. No, but Santo is, he's been doing this, God love him, for, the best part of, 40 years, just going out into the media and saying, back when the Socceroos didn't even make it to the World Cup. So we're actually so happy to be on SBS. Every night on YouTube and on SBS Viceland. My favourite thing, boys, is trying to explain to Santo Chilaro what SBS Viceland is every night. Every night I have to say, he goes, so where are we on? I go, we're on SBS On Demand, YouTube and Viceland. He goes, what's Viceland? I go, it's a channel on SBS. He goes, which one's that? The nudity or the cooking? I say no.
I like Santo.
Sometimes together.
He's a man after my heart. Hey, what do you guys think of Donald Trump's going to present the World Cup to the winning team?
Do you know what? I'm glad you brought this up. I don't know if he'll do it. I think remember because the president of FIFA gave him a peace prize. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
and then Trump was like, "Thanks very much," and then invaded 2 countries. So I actually think that the rumor is now that he's worried about getting booed, so he's not going to be there to hand over the trophy. That is what I'm hearing. So if he doesn't do it, they're going to have to get the actual president of the United States, Travis Kelce, to do it for him.
Oh, that's not fair. Well,
one of those mad Scots.
But last I looked, Mexico and Canada had a president. Isn't it a shared World Cup?
Prime Minister, yeah.
Do you know what? Yes, you're right. The president of the Mexicans have a duck who's their mascot.
Oh.
And yesterday, the duck bit the president of Mexico. The duck, she went to pat it and it bit it. Yeah. And I was like, well, that's what happens when you sit next to Trump as well. He'll bite you. He'll bite you on the hand. So you're absolutely right. We haven't seen them. They haven't really been around, but there's been a lot of celebrities. You guys been doing that. Have you guys noticed how desperate the Americans are to get American celebrities into the coverage?
I saw Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I saw Tom Cruise standing next to, he was with Beckham, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. She touched him on the shoulder and he blew her a kiss.
Oh, it's really?
Yeah.
Gee,
well,
you're deep into this. So now they're trying to get American football players on the coverage.
Yep.
And the commentators, you can actually hear this, boys. You can actually hear them rustling their pieces of paper to try and work out who it is. But you would have had that. You know when you see like they cut to the crowd, even in AFL matches, and there's like a visiting pop star.
Yes.
And they've got no idea who they are. So there's been a lot of that, which has been quite good fun.
They should have just rolled out cardboard cutouts of Snoop Dogg. We like him over here.
Oh, how good is Snoop Dogg?
After the GF.
That's absolutely right. Well, normally you can't see Snoop Dogg in the crowd because of the puff of smoke in front of him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's it.
Hey, Ed, you normally have a special guest pop in. I saw Ray O'Leary the other day, which was great. Got anybody else lined up coming in?
Look, I can't say too much, but we used to have a third co-host on this show. It used to be called Santo and Ed and Sam. So we used to have yes, we did. Sam Payne used to be part of this program. But he's facing visa issues, so he's not with us at the moment. But we've spoken to his agent, and even though he's out on the Gold Logie, promotion tour, trail. That's the way it is. Trail. It's like a chemtrail. There's a chance that he might be coming on a little bit. We had the Prime Minister, and if things go poorly for him, we might be having a new Prime Minister before the end of the tournament, and then we've got a few of those we've got a few good people lined up, which is very exciting. We had our Kiwi commentators on last night. We had a special appearance from 2 Kiwi commentators last night.
I was only going to ask you about that because I know that times are hard, but I'm pretty sure that those wigs were from Graham and the Colonel. I reckon.
All right. I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Rob Sitch's wig. When he said, I'll come in and we'll do the Kiwi commentators, I promise you, he said, I think I've got one of the Graham and the Colonel's ones upstairs. So well spotted.
Good pick-up, Timmy.
That is a great pick-up, Tim. That is a great pick-up. That's exactly what it was. And my wig was so awful. It was just like parts of Grant Denyer that I stuck together. It was the worst. It was the worst blonde wig of all time. It was horrific.
Okay, can I go back? You're saying Pinocchio's coming on, Albanese, Big Nose, the liar.
He's been on once, but we don't know if he'll still be there towards the end of the tournament if the British politics is anything to go by. So yes, he's been on, and then we have the Socceroos. We've got a few Socceroos coming up. So
good.
Yeah, we've been lucky. We've been lucky with guests so far.
Nah, Ed, it's a great show. Well done. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me. See you, boys.
Fantastic stuff. Ed Cavalier, I picked those wigs and I got them.
You did?
Mate, that is 30-odd years ago. The Late Show. Used to love that. Fantastic show. And that's what reminds me of it. You can catch Cup Fever on SBS and on demand SBS. And, of course, SBS Viceland, which we know we have to explain, which is one of the channels.
Well, I don't know it either.
Yeah, well, it is just one of the channels, and it is one of the good ones as well. So it's all exclusive broadcasts of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Ed Cavalier, our guest.
Such a good show. 15 after 6. Here's a break.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G. It's the biggest rivalry in footy as the Crows and the Power set themselves for another epic showdown. The Crows have found form after an impressive run.
3 wins in a row for the Crows.
While the Power are battling as the wins become harder to come by.
One of their worst performances for the season.
Saturday night on 5AA. It's showdown time again. For the Crows, it's about points. For the Power, it's about pride.
What a piece of play that was.
5AA is your home for showdown.
Do you know what really keeps your Royal Flying Doctor Service in the air? You. Without you, the Royal Flying Doctor Service can't save lives. Without you, our remote communities would be left alone, without hope, thousands of them. From newborns to seniors, motor vehicle and farming accidents, any medical emergency, no matter where you live, work or play. For the people and the life you love, keep the Flying Doctor flying. Show your support. Donate today. Visit flyingdoctor.org.au.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
At Coles, snack for less. Right now, get half price on Arnott's Shapes crackers, 160 to 190 grams, now just $2. Save in-store or online. At Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Now, look, you don't just cook a barbecue. You command it, which is exactly why you deserve an Adelaide outdoor kitchen. Now, you choose the best appliance to go with it. Maybe a bar fridge, a pizza oven, or go with one of the custom-made concrete bench tops that makes people stop and stare. Where did you get that? That is magnificent.
No, they do. They're handmade. They're one of a kind. Nothing is off the shelf. Every piece is crafted for you. And you're right. You go, that's mine. No one else can have it. It's a slab. And you really need to see them for yourself. So take a tour of the Seaford Meadows showroom on Farrow Circuit or contact Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens for more info.
Look, serious hosts have serious kitchens, so build yours with Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens. You can have a look online, adelaideoutdoorkitchens.com.au.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
You can rely on Red Spot to keep Aussie airport rentals fair. We're the only car rental company who have kept our prices low during the fuel crisis. And we're the only Aussie-owned and operated choice in major airport terminals all over the country. Experience the local service that saw us named Product Review's 2026 Car Hire Service of the Year. For a deal you can rely on, book your next rental direct at redspot.com.au today or call 1300 66 8810.
Red Spot.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to Weech's Barossa Valley egg noodles. Weech's noodles use the freshest, best quality Barossa eggs across their handmade range. They've been doing it for over 90 years. From fine ribbon and string noodles to chili, black pepper, spelt ribbon and more. Look for Weech's quality range of Barossa Valley egg noodles in the pasta section of your supermarket. 90 years in the making. Devoured in minutes.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
19 minutes after 6 here on this Wednesday evening. You can catch the Interactive Lounge tomorrow afternoon on 5AA with Stacey Lee and National Pharmacies discussing protection against the cold and flu season. I think we're all being impacted a little bit by that in the middle of winter right now. We're taking your calls on the show, 8223 0000. Timmy G.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was going to talk about serious footy and sports shows. They're not a thing of the past. There seems to be one in every street corner. But I reckon dissecting to the inch of your life the minutiae of the game, people just get bored with that. Now, the Front Bar is one of the great footy shows.
Yeah,
remember Roy and HG?
Roy and HG. I used to listen to every grand final, or back when I was playing, the VFL grand final, I would listen to their call.
But we're in the entertainment industry, are we or are we not?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You've got to entertain. You can't be as boring as bat droppings.
No, not at all.
That bloke was quite funny. I've not seen that show. They're
He's
good.
A comedian, It's very funny.
Yeah.
And that Sam Payne's quite a funny fella.
They're all from the same crop.
Yeah.
They are fantastic.
They're produced by
they
the
work
same.
together.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe we need to move our show more into that, you know.
Yeah, it's hard when you have the TV to show the film clip.
So you reckon that's what makes it good?
They do a lot of visual.
Oh, do they?
A lot of visual.
Yeah, that's where they've got it up on us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we can play clips, funny clips.
Maybe some other areas.
We're on Facebook. We can pull faces.
New faces, absolutely. Now, you got a CLK legal injury report?
Well, we will. And we're going to throw to Murray Davis, who's one of the Crows' senior assistants. He's talking about returning players.
Should see Isaac Cumming, Jordan Butts, Mitch Hinge should be close to making a comeback. We mentioned Josh Worrell as well. So, yeah, we've got a few magnets that will appear back on the board. So that'll give us good conversations to have in that match committee room around how we approach it all.
Well, I think Worrell will come in for Nick Murray. That's a given. Cumming would have come in, but they picked a bloke up mid-year that's probably going to keep him out. So he might have to come through the sample. Butts didn't get through training, so I think he might be out the outer.
Okay.
And the other one is Hinge. Hinge got through, is in their best 23 or 24, but like I said...
Hasn't had a lot of footy this year.
No, you haven't, and you're not tossing someone out for him that hasn't, come up. So that's my CLK legal. And McAndrew was just rested. Not rested, managed.
Managed. You got 6 on your injury list, 4 which were having a test. That's pretty healthy.
They're getting there.
That's pretty healthy.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, God, get some continuity, connuting into that. Continuity. And that's the thing. We're dare we say finals. I know we're still 9 games off, but, God, that'll go in a heartbeat. What happened?
Oh, it's another language. I've never heard of continuity.
No, continuity.
Yeah, we got there.
It was like a couple of words strung together.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It was Christian Canute from Rusden.
Yeah, plus
and when you
canoeing.
go out with him, you get Canute. So it was Canute. Yeah, anyway.
Classic. We had Jack Whitlock talking about a couple of the injured lads at Port Adelaide.
Yeah, it is really hard to see that, but I think at the end of the day that is footy and that's what we probably sign up for. But to see especially long-term injuries, mainly from Sav and Stuart McKinlay, it is really hard to see your teammate go through that sort of stuff. But I think we go back to this week and we'll have some new names come back in and hopefully a few of us start stepping up and fill their roles because they were really important to what we had going.
So one of those is Brendan Zirk-Thatcher. Zach Butters was asked about him.
Yeah, I think the like for like is probably Brandon. I think Josh said after the game that he actually restricted him from playing, so I feel that's a like for like, and there'll be a few other boys that have been playing sample and playing some good footy that will step up, and yeah, I feel like you've got to find some depth, and all teams get put in these situations throughout the year, so yeah, you've got to find a way sometimes.
So, yes, just when Port Adelaide was starting to narrow the list, it's just extended right out. So out for the season, Lord, McKinlay, Radagalia, Rosie, Sin. So, wow.
That's a big number.
That's a big number of out for the seasons, isn't it? Kane Farrell still not going to play. They're obviously, whatever that groin was has reoccurred.
So he's definitely out.
3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah, he's got no chance of playing. Miles Bergman still a couple of weeks away with a toe. Lukosius a test. And Sam Powell-Pepper more than likely plays some game time in the sample showdown as the curtain raiser. So great to see him back. Hopefully all goes well for Sam on the weekend.
What you always look at is lads that are in the sample team that could possibly be debutants.
Yep.
You're going to have to go back to the same old well. Now, what I mean by that is Will Lorenz has played, Will Brody's played, Mitch Zetto has a little bit, Liddy's
one
played, Jacob Ware's played. You've made decisions on all of these guys. Moraes, Dante Vicentini, Jack Watkins. Like, I'm trying to think who's the gun there that you can say, you know what, he might not quite be ready, but we're playing him.
Yeah, if he was a gun.
Because he has talent.
If he was a gun, he'd already be in.
And if he was a gun, he'd already be in. But there are guns. Like, Crows, let's look at Zach...
Taylor?
No, not Zach Taylor. Not the one on... Sid Draper.
Yeah.
Sid Draper, we think is going to be a gun. If he was on your list, he'd be playing, but the Crows know he's not quite ready. They know he's got development to do, and he's not in front of the blokes that are there. But, God, if he was on your list, you'd be playing him.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think we probably would have played him a bit earlier too. So
you just your depth of list is a little bit.
No, I said that right at the beginning of the year that I think we're going to struggle.
Well, it's coming to roost,
and it's also games played. So you sometimes, like you're saying, you're not sure about those players just yet. Well, we're not. You don't really know on a player. You got to give them 50 games before you know if they're good enough, and then up to 80, you're starting to expect them to step up. So we're in very early stages. I mean, Joe Berry, who is a high draft pick for us, has played 20 games. So you're sort of going, we're not. It's still out. The jury's still out. We can see little bits there, but he's still 30 games away from perhaps having an impact.
I think you're where the Crows were maybe 3 years ago, where I would have said with the Crows.
Well, you lost a lot of close games.
We did, and I used to say, well, our best 22 to 24 can get it done. Port are the same, but you haven't got your best
No, we
24
haven't.
because you've
No.
got too many bloody injuries
at the moment.
So when you start getting and reaching into that, that cookie jar and you get in the Monte Carlos,
and like I said, that injury list just extending out doesn't help.
That's the thing.
On top of that, so
That's the
it's a bit of a situation you've got to balance. But you're still going to field 22 guys.
You will.
Still going to field
I'll
22
compete.
blokes, and you want them to.
It's a showdown.
You want them to have a crack. You want them to have a crack like it's a showdown.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, they will.
Go for it.
Well, you did the other
Don't hold
showdown.
back. Well, they did
6 weeks ago.
They had a red hot crack and
bloody oath you
nearly
did.
got there, but not to be. And this one I think will be tougher. You got a better lineup this time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. It's 26 after 6. Next, we're going to speak a bit more about Showdown with Port Adelaide's Darcy Byrne-Jones.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
The threat of bird flu.
David Penberthy and Will